All right, we are here live at K2 Productions, and we have Joey Ryan today.
Hey, what's up, Carlos? Thanks for having me.
And commentary tonight with this 8-ball match. We have a really good match for you guys tonight. We have Kurtis Larkin against Nathan Verry playing some 8-ball race to 10 winner breaks. So we are good to go there, Nathan. We're ready to start and playing some pool. So again, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. And let Joey start off tonight.
Yeah, Carlos, thanks for having me out to K2. I really appreciate it. Love 8-ball, so really looking forward to this match. And, you know, I think it's going to be an intriguing match. You know, Kurtis says that 8-ball is his worst game, which we all know every pool player lies. So we'll see what happens. Wow, that's a great start. Even though he didn't pocket a ball, man, he struck those balls good and parked the cue ball. But unfortunately,
no ball down. So
no
that was
ball.
Pretty good break to start off. Kind of doing a little statement that he can smash the balls, and if he can figure out the break, no balls are touching each other. So that is crucial for 8-ball.
Yeah. Looks like he's probably going to take solids here. I don't see any issues whatsoever. It's just a matter of being thoughtful about the pattern that he chooses.
Yeah, everything is nice and open. The 7-ball might be a little tricky, just getting it, because I don't know if it passes the 9 on the one side, he might have to cut it all the way down. Now, I don't know if you know, but Joey has played here before, and he knows that those side pockets are very tiny.
Oh yeah.
For every time for every degree that you are cutting the ball to the side pocket, they're pretty tiny. So.
Yeah, you know, Carlos, I found this table is tight, but it's fair. And, you know, that's one thing I can say about it is it rolls really well. There's a lot of speed to the table. And the pockets, while they're tight, they're fair. So if you hit it with the right speed, you hit it, you know, in the pocket, you're going to make the ball. It's not gaffy by any means. It's a really good table.
So this is a good test for him to start off on this shot here on the 7. That was a good shot there.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Could have missed it, and a lot of the players missed that shot, but that was
This
Really
is
nice shot.
interesting. Yeah, this is interesting here. He got a little weird on the 6, so he might elect to go around. Oh, he hit it with inside English. Good shot. So now this is where, you know, again, you got to be really thoughtful on a 7-foot table here in 8-ball. You know, all the balls are out there. It looks easy. Then you roll up on something where you got to reach over a ball here. So this is a little tricky.
And he's over the 10 here, so he needs to pocket the ball. Mainly here, you want to just make the ball and then kind of deal with the leave a little bit, though.
Yeah, he's electing to shoot the 2. He can see more of the cue ball this way. And if he puts a full stroke on it with outside English, he should have the 3 in the side.
Nice shot there.
He hit it beautifully.
Good
What a shot.
Very nice.
Yeah, great shot by Kurtis there. So he's just going to, I would just roll up here and shoot the 8 in the side.
Yeah.
I don't want to mess with drawing. Of course, this always happens when you commentate.
Yep. Yeah, I think
chose
he
the
could have gone
opposite.
forward to make it an easier shot. It's a little tougher shot than the 8-ball now, though, a little bit.
Yeah.
Just to avoid that scratch on the side here. Overcut it a little bit,
Yep.
and he hit the point. You gotta hit that pocket, center pocket, or the ball will not go. Got a little fortunate, though, that the first shot for Nate is not the easiest shot here.
Yeah, if I'm Nate, though, I'm really happy to be at the table right now, considering. And he's got some good safe options. It's always tough when you have the 8 as a hanger in the corner because a guy can kick it in, right?
Yeah,
but
one rail kick.
but there's a good shot here where he can play the 10, put him on the 14, and maybe also cut off that one rail kick with the 11 ball. That's an option. We'll see what he does.
Yep.
He could, if you know, it's a little touchy cueing into this ball that's right next to the cue ball, but if he were able to do that and just lay him over here off this rail here, he takes away any kick options except for the long kick, which, you know.
I'm not sure how much of the 10 ball he can shoot. He might be thinking about shooting the 10 ball and drawing it in between the 12 and the 11.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Yeah. He's aiming center pocket.
Oh, I like what he did there. That was very creative. So
yeah, but
I don't know if he puts him on, like he let it leak a little. If he would have put him on the side of the 14, he used the 10 to take away the kick.
Yeah.
But it looks like he didn't get him where he needed to get. Yeah.
Gave up the shot there. So that is rack number 1. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. It is 8-ball tonight that they are playing winter break format. If you guys can do us a favor and go ahead and share the stream as much as possible so that we can get our numbers up. We do have a couple comments here that Brandon Shin is always trying to find some action. He's always trying to take a player all the time now. So if you guys are looking for some type of bet, go ahead and reach out to him. He has a $300 bet out there, so go ahead. Yeah, I'll get to a coin real quick. If you want to, Joey, just go around here, and then on the wall that's facing that way, there's a bucket of coins, and they can use that. So, and Joey's just stepping out for just a hair, so that he can get some coins for these guys that are playing. Another dry break by these guys right now.
Point.
Can't find it? You can't find it. So let me go ahead and get a... Be right back in a minute. Don't go anywhere.
So we were missing some coins there. Carlos sent me to find them, and I was unsuccessful. So Carlos will be right back. But so this rack is not quite as open as last rack. We got a little cluster in the middle there. It looks like the 7, 6, 10 ball that needs to be thought through here. Looks like Nate's gonna play the 7 ball as a starter here. He didn't make it, but he left it right by the hole. So it's kind of tempting now for Kurtis to take these solids, but I gotta tell you, I don't like the solids here because the 5-ball. 5-ball's a problem. And when I talk to people about 8-ball, I used to play APA and have teams and, teach newer players about 8-ball. And the thing about 8-ball, it's important to have good pattern play in terms of which balls you want to shoot in which order. But it's actually more important to choose the right balls, And so I really, again, I don't like the stripes here, but I mean the solids here. But looks like Kurtis chose them, and he's got to do something with this 5-ball down here, which is why I didn't like
shooting
the solids.
I think he might use the 1-ball to go off the 12, and that clears the pocket. So here you want to make sure to hit the 12 ball in the side and clear that 5-ball away from that pocket. So he's got to really hit it good.
Yeah.
Oh, got to hit it really
and he
good.
scratched.
So
yeah,
that ball in hand to Nate coming to the table now.
Yeah, Carlos, today I was trying to learn about these players because apparently I played Kurtis one time in a tournament, and I forgot about that. He reminded me tonight, and so I asked him.
So I asked him.
Well, I said, "Did you beat me?" And he said, "No," but I knew he didn't beat me because I remember who beats me.
Of course, that's why I said that. I'm like, you always remember which particular player beats you. You're like, I gotta beat that guy later on or something like that. Yeah. Everybody has a count of who got beat by what, or
that's right.
What day, what ball, and everything like that.
Yeah.
Happens all the time. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, my research on Nate led me to find out that he's kind of like Bigfoot. People think he exists, but nobody really knew much about him. And I found out tonight why that is. He's taking a 13 here as a starter.
Oh, no.
And
he might be a little nervous, though.
Yeah, he's got to loosen up a little bit. Once he settles down, I think he'll be okay. But in talking to Nate before the match, I learned that he was from South Dakota, and he knew a lot of the players that I knew from up in Colorado, Wyoming, South Dakota area.
Yeah.
And a lot of good players, so he knows the right people, so I know he plays, And so it's an intriguing matchup here.
Now, talking about different states and everything, though, you did make us a promise. So if you guys are tuning in from another state, please let us know where you're watching from. We're trying to get all 50 states. We're only one state away now. We are missing Delaware. So Joey says that he is guaranteeing us that we are going to get Delaware tonight. So
yeah, I got a lot of friends. I'm from Maryland originally, so I got a lot of friends here. This is Carlos. I don't want to cut you off, and we'll definitely try to get the Delaware thing. But this is an intriguing little position here, where he played to get on the 6-ball. He got perfect on it. Now he's going to draw back, and he wants to try to get as little angle as possible on this 5, and he hit it really good. So
great shot there.
Yeah, he's going to be up 2-0 here, I think.
Yep. Oh,
commentator jinx.
It happens here at
I
K2.
get them all the time.
All the time, too.
So the question, this overhead view, and this is one thing I love about K2. You guys do a great job here. You get the overhead view, you get multiple camera angles, and it's excellent from a viewer's perspective.
Yeah.
And so what you can see here is that 11 ball does sneak by the 8 ball.
Yeah.
Maybe not even without contacting the 8, but definitely if you hit that bottom rail first and hit the bottom of the 8, it's going to go. So if I'm Nathan here, I just stay relaxed and I think through this process to how I can get down there to make that 11 ball. And you can even save that for last.
If you want to.
The real key is that 14 that's laying on the rail, because obviously the 5 is preventing it from going up here in this top corner. So let's see how he negotiates this. He could actually, I kind of like trying to get on the 14 right now. Shoot, because you shoot the 12, right hand spin, come up behind the 14. If you don't get there, you got the 9 to bail you out.
Right.
And then you can try it
again.
Either that shot or the next shot. So he doesn't quite get there, but I think he might have been thinking the same thing.
This is a tester here. The ball is away from the rail, so you gotta hit it pretty clean here to make the ball.
Yeah, he had a good shot.
Oh, what a shot. Good shot there by Nate.
So here, I think, from this angle, I'm probably drawing straight back. Or actually, I'll probably go one rail on this one with a lot of right-hand spin, center right, and try to get back behind the 14, but this is the key shot. He hit it great.
Great shot. Get straight on that ball now. That's pretty good. That's really good shot there. Not too bad.
Good shot.
Wow, what a shot.
I like the way he played
that.
that.
Good.
He didn't try to do too much.
Yep.
We know the 11 passes. Now he can just hit a nice soft cut shot, get the 11 in there, and he's right back in the match.
Nice shot.
Okay, very nice.
Very nice.
He even overcut it a little bit and still made it.
Yep.
So
I was
great.
going to say that 8-ball had a big backboard to make that ball, so nice and easy shot.
It's a really good decision. Really good decision to leave that 11 till the ball before the 8 right there.
Shot. All right, really well, really well. Now there is somebody, Corby says that he's from Wyoming, South Dakota, and Colorado area.
Oh yeah?
Yep. So he's
Who's that?
Corby Dayhoff.
Oh, Corby,
Yep.
okay. Yeah, you know, it's a great pool scene up there. They have these tournaments in Wyoming, Carlos. You'd love them. They're they're you know, really strong fields. They actually get like Rodney Morris and Johnny Archer and Corey Dole.
Oh, wow.
To go up and play in these tournaments in Wyoming
Really cool.
on valley bar tables, you know. And
you don't
I've
see
had
that here at all, man. And that's one of the things that I am kind of like thinking, how can we make it here in Phoenix, Arizona, bigger so that bigger players come and play here? Because the pool scene here, there's always action going on, and people want to play pool, even if it's against a really good player, pro player, whatever, just to say or have a chance that you got to play against that player. But everybody that I know is more of a out of state. So we're trying to ourselves trying to promote pool here in the Phoenix area, see if we can get some of the big names to come out here and play.
Well, you know, Arizona does a lot of things right, you know, and it's a great pool community. It's, you know, one of the biggest and best I've seen in the country with just enthusiasm for pool.
Yep.
You know, I think in some ways we're kind of a little far away from places. Like the states are so big out here, you can't just drive to Texas and play in a tournament, you know. It's like, it's a good 10-hour drive, so. But here, let's look at this table, Carlos. The main concern I have is 3-5. So, like him, I would take the stripes.
Yeah.
I think the stripes look great. You know, he's coming up a little short here.
Yeah, I like taking the 10 ball here and getting that ball out of the way already.
You can shoot the 10 with inside here. I wasn't too worried about the 10 because you get 9, 10, 8 at one point.
Oh, too much cut there.
Missed it a little.
Pockets again.
Yeah. It just, his stroke didn't look right there. You know, he just didn't look comfortable there.
Yep.
You know, Kurtis is he's a solid player. You could tell when he first came in here, started hitting balls, and that stroke just wasn't what we're used to seeing with him. So I think both these players, it's the third game, you just got to get settled in and feel comfortable.
Right.
And I think we'll see their best games come out.
Brad Andrews just got on the line saying, "You guys talk like you know how to play 8-ball."
Carlos does.
I play okay. It is my favorite game, the one on bar box.
So
Besides playing one pocket though, because one pocket on bar box is pretty fun, or especially on this particular table, it's pretty fun. Nice.
Nice shot by Nate.
Good shot by Nate there. Good shot.
So he's got a little bit of a challenge here with the 3-5. But you know, the 3, you can get to a place where you can make the 3 if you get on the short side of it.
Yep.
So if I were him, I'd probably try to be looking at a way that can maneuver the cue ball over towards the 4-3, right?
3,
So
5, yeah.
if you get somewhere where you can make the 4 in the corner, then you can slide back for the 3. Or you get there for the 3 first, then pop the 5 out a little bit, and then you can shoot the 5 in the corner. So there's some options there if you can work the cue ball between the 3 and 4.
Yeah, I like shooting the 2 ball here going forward and possibly using the 1 after that. I like using the 7 as my last ball for the 8, which is a good 8 ball shot there.
Yeah.
Making the 7, so I'm not sure how straight he is on the 2 ball. Oh, he's pretty straight though. You just gotta get the right speed on the 1.
Yeah, the tricky part about the 1 though is the 11 sitting right there.
Yeah.
So it's going to be tough to get where we need to get. So I'm probably going to take the 7 here.
7.
Because, yeah, I think, and that's what he was thinking, is even though that's your setup ball for the 8, the 8's kind of, it's got a couple pockets down there. You can get to the 8 from the 4. You know, you can get to the 8 from a couple shots. So this is the key, getting between the 3 and 4 here. Let's see if he can do it. He came up short.
Came up short there.
Unless he was playing for the 1, but, you know, this one's got a lot, you got a lot to do here.
Yeah.
Because you got, if the 14 wasn't there, I love it. The 14's there, so it's going to make this a real challenging path. I think he's going to probably try to just draw the heck out of the ball, in which case, wow.
Break up those balls like
that. worked out, okay.
That's
this
not
has
bad.
possibilities.
Pretty good. 5 ball does go past that 3 ball though too, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. So the challenging part here is after potting the 5 ball, making sure you still have a shot. So if you just kind of jab it with a little bit of low, you could come out on a 3 and a side.
Missed it.
Yeah, but you see what I mean? If he makes that ball, he's cutting it more. The cue ball slides up. He might have 3 and a side.
Yep.
That's probably what I would have played right there.
Yeah.
Now, if you're Kurtis, the balls are spread out. You can't ask for better right now. You just hit a pretty poor shot for you last time you were at the table. But now, just make a couple balls, get a feel for it, get in rhythm. Your balls are positioned better than his balls, so even if you do make a tactical error here, you're still in pretty good shape because of the location of the 3, 4, 10.
Yep.
But he's, you know, he's going all out. He's going right for that 10 ball right now.
Yeah, I like shooting that 10 ball now too. Good shot.
Okay. Yeah, now there's really no problems.
Yeah, everything's wide open. Just come around for the 14 or the 11. Whichever ball he chooses to shoot here.
You know, it's kind of, sometimes you can overanalyze these things, but, you know, when I'm looking at this, especially when you're out in Vegas and you're playing under pressure in big matches, you want to get right on the 9 ball. You know, and when you're looking at the balls as they lay right now, you know, even a shot where you're drawing back on the 13, if you don't get there, now it gets a lot harder, you know, so I like the way he's playing these balls. He's going to shoot the 11, and he's going to come down in a good position for the 13.
Yep.
Yep.
Just like that. Good shot.
And so this is one where you want to make sure you get a draw stroke on it, because you'd rather be a little far than a little short.
It is a little tight past that 4 ball, I think, though, too. Just a hair.
I think he's good there.
Yeah, all right, too. Oh, chooses to
Oh,
shoot
he's
the
electing
9.
to take the 9.
Yeah, 9 ball.
So this goes back to what I was saying. If he shoots the 13 first and doesn't get where he needs to get on the 9, it was a problem.
Yeah.
So he just elected to take the 9 first, and I like that.
That worked. Good shot.
That's a good shot.
Pretty good. All right, great out there by Kurtis. All right, so really quick, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you guys for hanging out with us tonight. Now, again, we will take donations for our commentary tonight. You can go ahead and send us a couple dollars here for commentating at ksquaredproductions@gmail.com if we're doing a great job with our streaming. So, again, we do not ask for any compensation, but we will take donations. Of course, Joey did drive all the way from pretty much the other side of town to come out and help us out.
A little bit of
with
gas
the
money.
so
I'd appreciate that, guys.
some gas money would be good for him.
I do this for the love of the game, Carlos.
Of course.
I am pretty far away. So Kurtis, his playing cue, we were talking before, is a poison playing cue with a Revo shaft,
Okay.
12.4, and he's got a little connector in the middle to like an extension to
Oh,
make
okay.
it about 3 or 4 inches longer.
Oh, okay.
And so that's a neat little setup there.
I know that Shane does use a small extension in between the joints of his cue too. I think when you have a big wingspan, it is beneficial to have that particular extension on your cue.
So the 10 ball's tied up, so Kurtis is correctly looking at the solids here, and he's got a great opportunity off this 1 ball to come into the 9 or 4. And you know, one thing I'll say is when you're playing 8 ball, really think about, you notice he took quite a bit of time to look at that, really think about where you're going to play into balls, right? Because oftentimes a lot of people just want to hit them hard, and they don't really concentrate on which ball they're going to hit and where.
Yep.
And that's the key sometimes. And so now Kurtis is just in control of this rack. The 7 ball might not pass the 11. Well, actually, it looks like it does. But even if it didn't, the 2 to the 7 into the side would have worked out well. So he's in control here. There's not a lot that can go wrong. I'm playing this 4 ball. I'm playing these 3 balls down table first and getting them out of the way, only because the position where the 8 ball is, you could play off the 6 to get to the 8 ball, but I'd rather come down table at it.
Yep. That wasn't too bad. A good nudge on that 4 ball there to get good shape there.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to save these balls down table to get on the 8, but I just don't think that's necessary. I would just gobble those up real quick and then try to get somewhere on the 7 to where I can get on the 2 with an angle, play over towards the side pocket. You got the 8 right in the corner.
Right.
That's how I'm thinking through this pattern. You know, that's a beautiful thing about 8 ball, right? You could play it one way, I could play it another, and we both get out, right?
At the end of the day, as long as you don't miss a shot and then get to the correct ball and get out, it's good.
Yeah.
But there's some certain shots that makes the pattern a little easier though, so.
Yeah, it looks like he might be leaving the 4 here. Like,
as the last ball before the 8.
As the last ball, which is not bad.
That's not bad either.
It's not bad, especially since he moved the 4 a little bit.
Yep.
You know, he's got some room to work off the rail and get a nice little kick off the rail for the 8.
So 7, 2, and then 4 is what he's thinking there.
Yeah. But so this is the shot that I would have wanted for the shot before the 8, right? Just make the 2 and come across and then shoot the 8 in. But he added that 4 ball.
Oh, overspun it.
Yeah.
He was trying to hold it at the same time on that shot to not come too far over, so that's why he ended up missing the shot.
Yeah.
So he kind of like slow rolled spin the ball, and that's always tough to judge.
So this is a huge opportunity for Nate here. And I don't think the 10 goes, but it does go on the side. So I'm the kind of person that I'm not bumping balls unless I have to, really. Yeah. So I'm trying to get creative and figure out a way to get down by that corner pocket so I can shoot the 10 on the side. If it does indeed go, and it looks like he did that right here. It looks like a beautiful shot.
There you go, that was good. Good position on that cue ball, that was good.
Yeah, so this is the key here. Well, that's not ideal. I'm not sure. I guess he was trying to play for the 13 in that same side. But now he got himself caught up in a little bit of a situation because the 13 doesn't go, I don't think. And even if it did go...
He might cut it into the side. That's the only shot I see from there.
Yeah. Yeah. He does have a possible safe opportunity where he can slow roll into the side of the 11, leave him behind the 915, and I don't think he can make the 2. It's a...
Yep. I like that one.
It's not a bad shot.
It's all about controlling the speed there and making sure that you don't give him a shot here. He is playing the safe.
He's gonna... Like. I think he's cutting the 11 in. He is playing the safe.
Yeah, he said safe.
Okay. So the only problem with that is he left him a shot on a 4. If he hits the other side of the 11, he's behind the 9, and whatever that other ball is. I can't tell with these balls.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a open shot on the 4 ball here.
So Kurtis just needs to make the 4, and he should come out with a shot on a 2. Nice shot.
Good shot. Yeah, I like your safety better on the last shot. Not give him a shot on the 4. That was key on that safety.
So this one's a little tricky because it looks like the 2 is just off the rail. There's a possibility of a rail first, but you'd have to negotiate this cluster over here to get around that. So we'll see how he plays this. He did the rail first.
That's not bad. That's
very nice. Yeah. So look, I know this table's tight. The pockets are tight, but you gotta like this shot, right?
Yeah.
If
from where you were at,
if it's between not having a shot and having a shot,
Yeah.
this is the shot, right?
You gotta have one.
So.
Nice shot.
It's a good shot there by Kurtis.
Pretty good. Taking the lead 3-1 in a race to 10. Now these guys are playing for 400 in the middle. Now again, if you guys are watching, Brandon is still looking for a sweat bet. He has been asking what needs to happen though, Brandon. I think you need to be added to the Arizona pool players because there is somebody that will take gambles all the time. So I will try to add you to that group soon.
So it looks like Nate's hit some good shots, and you can tell he knows what he's doing. It's just he's had a couple times where executions just failed a little bit, and Kurtis is kind of fortunate to be up 3-1 here.
Yeah.
So if you're Kurtis, you're loving it, but you can play better, and Nate just needs to kind of dot his I's and cross his T's, because he's close, but he's just not.
One thing that I am seeing that Nate is not doing is walking around the table. That is very important, though. He has been just kind of standstill on one part of the table and not seeing the complete picture of the whole run out. So that's very important to do. So
here, Carlos, obviously you got a problem with the 2-3-10.
Yep.
I'm taking stripes though, because you have the 13 and the 11 to work with.
Yeah.
So you want to play the 13 and get shaped to where on the 11 to where you can then break out that cluster. Right. So you have some options here, especially if you take stripes.
That's a good shot.
Yeah. So, and to that point, I'm leaving the 15.
Yep.
So I'm going to play the 12, play the 13, try to get the shape I need on the 11. And there's a couple ways you could play that 11, right? You could play that 11 and come around 2 rails into the backside of the 3-2 and might get a shot out of that.
There's another shot here that where he can actually shoot the 12 ball into the stack right now because he does have the angle too, though.
Okay.
That's not bad. That's not bad. That was good.
Yeah.
That opened up everything.
It didn't look like it was going to be good, but then it was.
Yeah.
It worked out perfect, so.
And you don't need to smash the ball super hard. You just need to just move the balls just a hair to get that open shot.
Yeah.
So that was a good management
and your table,
of balls on that. So
your table here is really lively. And, I got to tell you, I played here, and I really appreciate the environment. You got the padded floors. You got the air conditioned. I mean, this is in a garage in Phoenix, Arizona, where it's 110 during the day, and it feels great in here right now. You've done a great job. And the table's really lively. So that ball that he hit there where he broke that out, he really hit that 3 at a slow speed, but it was lively enough to push that 2 open and give him the opportunity.
Get that ball out.
I didn't like that shot. I would have shot the 13, and then you could have shot the 11 with some left English and come out and avoided all that altogether, because now he's pushed the
2 ball, and now the 13 doesn't go. He's got to play for the bank now. Shoot the 11, bank the ball.
Yeah. I'm probably hitting this with some inside English and trying to come back and nudge the 8 to hold the cue ball, because if you do, you have the perfect bank angle right here. So if you make it, have the cue ball come back and just hit the side of the 8, you're in perfect shape to then bank.
Or he can still not hit the 8 ball though and go in the opposite corner too, though, because that ball does go. Yeah.
So he elected to bank it cross corner. I don't know. I see the side pocket banks better than the corner banks usually. So I would have went the other way, but hey, you know, if he makes it, stops his rock, he's out.
Yep.
And he did.
Money pocket, very nice shot. Oh, he just smiles.
Never a doubt. Never a doubt.
A little rattle dazzle on that ball. Nice out there by Kurtis. Thank you, Caleb, for sharing the page. We have now up to 220 viewers. Do appreciate it.
That's awesome.
For doing that. I know that she's at the hospital working right now, so she did her due diligence over there. She said, as soon as I get there, I'll start sharing. As soon as I have a little bit of free time. So I do appreciate you doing that for us. Now, again, we are streaming here from Phoenix, Arizona. We are taking donations too. We are taking donations like PayPal, Productionz@gmail.com. If you like our commentary and also helping out our Joey Ryan with his gas money is what I'm saying for the rest of the night.
Okay, let's see how Kurtis breaks here.
He did have a nice break last time. No balls did touch. He did make a ball on this one too. So that's
well, you know, that's the funny thing about the break, Carlos. He did not hit a nice break this time, but he kind of got rewarded. You know, the balls are fairly spread out. The cue ball, I think, in the air hit the side rail. But, you know, it happens sometimes in pool, and you can't always break them perfect. But, you know, he'll definitely take this. Looks like, you know, he could choose. He looks like he's choosing solids. I'm going with stripes here.
I like stripes myself, too.
Yeah, only because of the starter shot here.
Okay, he avoided the three pretty well. That was good.
Yeah, I guess the angle looked a little different to us.
Yeah.
But either way, it's one of those racks I think you could have chose either one and been fine. Maybe he didn't like the position of the 12 and the 15 on the same rail down there.
Uh-oh. That's good. Not too bad.
So, you know, this is one of those cases where the one ball looks very tempting to kind of leave it for last, but I don't like that because you have limited pockets with the one ball.
Yeah, I like shooting the 5 here myself.
The 5?
Yeah, 5 to the 7. That's what I like myself, though. Only because the 5 and the 7 are kind of funny right now to me, if I'm looking at the rack.
Yeah, I see that.
So shoot the 5 to the 7 in the corner pocket past the 2 ball. And with that same 7 ball after, try to get shape on the 1 to the 2. Is what I like. Good
it's
shot
definitely a quandary because, like I said, this one ball has limited possibilities here. So, like, even if he shoots the 7, gets on the 2, and then tries to play the 4 where he can come down between the 10 and the 9, it's still kind of touchy. I might have tried to figure out a way to shoot the 1 on the last shot and draw back, then shoot the 5, 7.
Oh, okay.
You know, but we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. This is a shot that comes up all the time in pool. It's a shot that not a lot of people practice.
Yep.
You know, you just shoot it, cut it in, and try to come straight across the table, short side, or come across and back.
Yep.
You know, you have a little bit more space that way, but this is a shot to practice because it comes up all the time.
That's what I like shooting right there. That's a good shot.
You hit it good.
Right,
now this is the key. He's got to get down there and, you know, really just clear the 8.
Yep. He could go with inside English too if he likes to and go between the 10 and the 14.
That's true. Yeah.
Good shot.
So he got a little steeper than he wanted, and he's gonna have to hit the 8, I believe. Actually, he might. No, I think he's. So tough to tell here.
Yeah, it's a little tough.
Sometimes when I'm commentating, I want to get up and look at it. You think he might?
Yeah, I think he's gonna nudge the 8.
He's got to be careful. If he cuts the 1 in and nudges the 8, he could scratch right in this corner, to be honest. So I might be. I might jack up a little bit and intentionally try to hit the 8 a little more firm with like low English.
Yeah.
Play the 1, come into the 8. 8 hits the 9. But let's see what he's not doing that. So let's see what he does.
Oh.
Yeah,
no.
that one cost him.
Cost him the game. Hit it too hard.
It was an interesting predicament there. Yeah. I didn't anticipate him to hit that hard, but
yeah, he hit it just. I think he just wanted to make sure to hit the ball, bump it out, and come back all the way up so that he can have a shot. But
yeah,
just
it's just what the doctor ordered for Nate, though. You know, because he needed something to get him out of the chair.
Yeah.
And if I'm Nate right here, I'm really focused on controlling the cue ball.
Yeah.
You know,
Break
he
like
hit
he
a
did
beautiful
the first time.
break the first time, didn't
Yeah.
make a ball, which tells me the rack was probably not the best.
Yep.
But I think he jumped off the table, the only rack he won until now.
Yeah.
So let's see if he can control it here and try to
do something.
establish his position in this match. He did concentrate, and he hit a better break, but the cue ball did leak right towards that side. We see it all the time.
Yep.
It's just a little lapse in concentration right as you strike it that kind of leads the ball
to one
to
side.
the side of that head ball a little bit. But looks like he's going to play a safe here. That's an interesting shot. So he saw a table that was pretty clustered. He didn't have a great opener, so he just put him on the side of the 6 ball here. And to be honest with you, Kurtis doesn't have a lot to look at. I'm not even sure what he's going to do here. I mean, you could try to thin the 9, come off that side rail and get down under the 10, and then try to leave something bad. That's not great. If you thin the 6 this way, you got a chance of hitting a point.
Yep.
And not getting down table. I mean, if you could thin the 6 and get down by this corner pocket, that's not bad from where he is.
Now on this one, I also think about this too when I'm looking at this particular rack, because I like to go in the whole rack. It is a very tough out, no matter how you look at it. Like based on how the balls are, the 5 ball doesn't go, the 2 ball doesn't go.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of forced to okay, I'm gonna give him a shot, but I want him to take stripes or solids or whatever you want him to take.
Good point.
And make him actually shoot the balls. Because again, I don't want to be the one starting off the rack, because this is a very tough rack for the run out itself. So
that's a great point, Carlos. And for those of you at home, I call that Jedi mind tricks.
Yeah.
Right? You're trying to entice your opponent to take the balls you want them to take. Because they happen to be tied up. And so, like here, there's really doesn't look like there's great options for solids at all. But those are definitely the balls. Well, it's hard to say because it's 214. You got it. Whether you take the stripes or the solids, you got to negotiate the 214, right? You're not making either of those balls, really, unless you bump into them. So let's see what he does here. Looks like he's playing the 10. Look where this ball's tracking. Right into the... So maybe Kurtis did play a Jedi mind trick there, right? Because not only did he take, attempt to take the stripes, he broke up the stripes a little bit.
Break up the stripes a little bit more.
You got to have fun at this game, Carlos.
Of course.
Like,
it is.
Sometimes I think, maybe I could be more serious and I'd be a better player, but, it's life, You got to have fun with it. You got to joke around. It's an open table here, so no need to worry about the hit.
Yep.
And he makes a nice shot here.
15 ball would possibly be next, though. The only thing is that there's no open shot after that.
Yeah.
Oh, no, the 10 ball's over there, so that's a good shot, though. Never mind. Shoot the 15.
Yeah, he's
and
got
then
the
use
hanger
10.
in there. The 9-11 is still an issue. It's still got to be dealt with because it's not a great combination and you don't have a lot of options here. But I'm rolling this ball soft, making the ball, hitting the 5. See, I think that's a little too hard for my taste because bad things could happen. If you just roll into the 5, you have maybe even a better angle than the 10. But
the 10 ball. I think he might shoot the 9 ball all the way down here, I think. I don't know if it goes past the 12 ball and save that 10 ball there, because that 4 ball, you have to get in a very specific window for the 4 all the way down or past the 10. Make both of the balls, so.
Wait, are you saying you would leave the 10 now?
I would leave it there. I would
leave the 10
myself, yeah.
Depends on how I feel about pocketing the 10 and getting the cue ball to come between the 5 and the 11. If I feel confident in that shot, which sometimes I just have to be on it,
Yep.
then I would shoot that shot. Just like that, except better. Just like that, but you
better.
miss the 11, so
Missed
you
the
have
11.
the 9 or the 11 in the
On the
side.
side,
But you
yeah.
know what? This will work. If he can make the 9, he's just got to bear down and make a tough shot now.
Yep.
And he kind of holds on the 11, so he's got the 12 or the 11, however this works out. So let's see what he does here.
And the thing is, right now, looking at the table, he cannot miss a shot because everything's wide open after that. So this is where you really
Correct.
have to make sure that you make your balls and not miss.
Nope.
Nope.
Well, he got a little fortunate there because he misses the 9. And I don't know if you noticed, but he kind of popped up a little bit.
Yep.
And when he watches this again, he'll see it, you know, and that's the thing. Matches that when I win or when I lose, I go back and I watch them,
Yeah.
right? Because you see stuff that you do, and it's like, I did that?
I'm like, wait, that is, yeah.
So, you know, on that shot, Kurtis, I mean, he's an accomplished player. I see him in action all the time. He knows he's going to watch that shot and say, I popped up on that shot, you know?
Yeah.
So it looks like he's going to draw off this ball and try to get into the 9 ball here. Yep.
Nice shot. Very nice.
Very nice.
Even Kurtis giving him the old finger tap. Or finger snap,
right.
is it now?
So you make the 4, and you just roll up a little or slide over a little. Then you got the 6. Then you got the 2. Then you come back down for the 3. That's what I like from here.
Shooting the 6 ball.
Depends on the angle he has here. Looks like he's drawing. I don't like drawing this to the 5 unless you have to.
I didn't like that either there.
Yeah.
I kind of like going
Oh,
forward
I didn't
into
even see the
wrist.
7. Oh, man. Okay, this
7
works,
to
though.
the
Make
2.
the 7, slide over to the rail. You got the 2 and then the 5. Nice shot. Oh,
Called it too
I
early.
thought he made that ball.
Just a hair off.
So he might have got away with this because this is no picnic from here for Kurtis. Tough shot on a 13 to the side. He could cut to 12 ball on the side. And no real good safe opportunity because the 7's a hanger.
13 all the way down.
Okay.
This is a pretty tough shot here.
You know, I know your side pockets are tough, but I think people don't try for the side enough. Seriously, if you hit it, oh, of course he has a beautiful shot on the side and tells me I'm an idiot, but to me, there's, you know, when you look at the side pocket, if you hit the balls the right way, they'll go.
They'll go.
You know, you just have to hit it the right way.
I think the pocket might have been a little bigger all the way down table, I think. That's why he chose that ball shot.
Sure.
But he shot it really good, though. That was an amazing shot there.
This is a really good 4 ball out
Yep.
for a 5-2 lead here if he gets it.
All right,
Okay.
so he is halfway already. Score is 5-2 in the race to 10. Now
So
again, thank you, Joya, for coming out and hanging out with me tonight. Kaylin
Absolutely.
is actually working, so
Worked out great.
it worked out really well.
So the just so you guys know, the the feel of the room, the mood of the room right now, it's very cordial. So, you know, Nathan came in, him and Kurtis, you know, chit-chatted a little bit, both warmed up, and both of them seem to be in pretty good spirits right now. I did some research today and tried to find out whatever I could about these players.
Okay.
Wait for this break shot.
14 down.
He did get a ball. The cue ball's way up table though, so we'll see what happens.
No
But I did
shots.
some research,
Yeah.
and I guess from what I was able to learn is that perhaps Nathan has maybe the possibility of wearing his emotions a little more on his sleeve, getting upset. You know, so we'll have to see how that plays out. If he continues to be down in this match.
Yeah.
You know, but we'll see. He's playing a 3 and a side here. I like it.
Wee.
So this is a golden opportunity here for Nate to get back in the match. Not an easy out. He's still got work to do, you know, but he's got a good starter with the 1 or the 4. I think I'll take the 1. 1's so close to the pocket, you can kind of cheat it a little bit and draw back out and open up an angle to get the 3. Or the 6. A lot of possibilities here.
Yeah, I do like solids a little better there.
Only because of the 11,
11 ball,
and
yeah.
the 13 is a little weird too.
Kind of weird.
Yeah.
So like shooting the 1, drawing it back, 3 in the side possibly, and then shooting the 2 ball. I think will be my next shot. But
Yeah, he's taking a 6 here.
taking a little harder shot though. I don't think he wants to be over a ball though. I think that's.
He hit it good though, and he floated onto the 7, which
Nice
was
shot. That was good.
not a problem, but you did have to address it. So,
Yeah.
Question is though, can he get his rock out of here now? Because, you know, he really doesn't want to bump the 13 here.
No.
I don't think. Okay, so he went down table. So this is pretty good here. I think if he shoots a stop shot here on the 5, he then has the 3 in the side. And he's looking at that right now. You could roll it, try to get straight on the 3 in the side. You know, but a lot of times I'm more accurate on a stop, right? Just stop, make it. You got the 3, you got the, you know, you got all kinds of stuff. So
I think the only thing though going forward here, he might bump the 13 and stop the rock. So he's aiming low to come around.
Yeah.
That's gonna be. Well, that 1 ball's over there too though. Let's see.
he had a good stroke there, and that's a nice center ball stroke. He didn't really draw the ball or hit it with low. He just hit it right in the center of the cue ball, and that's something for folks to work on out there. That center ball shot, you'll hear me talk about that from time to time. You know, oftentimes you'll see people try to stop a ball, but they use low, and then they draw it back, right? And they don't want to do that. So work on that center ball. I want to try to avoid the 4. Good shot.
Good shot. Pretty good there.
This is still kind of touchy here.
See, the thing is right here though, which ball are you using for the 8 ball though?
Yeah. So I would have said the 4, but not now. So
See, on the last one, I think I like the 1 ball just a little better to get to the 8 ball though. But
yeah, this looks like a scenario where he's gonna not have many options for the 8 ball.
he's gonna have to come around.
You could hit this ball with, like, overthrow it, I call it, with right-hand spin, where you almost hit the 2 straight on with just an immense amount of right-hand spin, and you cup that corner down here and come out and get on the short side of the 8. Let's see if you can do it. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he had to miss that stripe there. He had
The
to
13 ball
he had to hit
completely.
that ball almost straight on to where that English just kind of took him around that stripe. But he's gonna bank this, you know. In a scenario like this, there's real no safety you can play. That's gonna work for you. So just go for the bank. And it was
shot.
double kiss here. So here, you know, a lot of 8 ball games. I'm looking at the whole pattern. But a scenario like this where the 8 ball's up table and your opponent's only on the 8 ball, and you can basically keep it away from your opponent. I'm just looking like 3 balls ahead, you know, just to make sure that I'm not doing anything that's gonna put me in jeopardy of giving up a shot on that 8 ball. Yeah. So there's like probably 15 ways to play these last 5 balls, you know, and so just don't do that.
What just happened there?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but he definitely can't see this what is that, the 14 up here, Carlos? You can't see that. He's gonna play safe here, which, you know, just thin the side of the 11, get to that bottom rail. If you can get him behind the 10, even better.
Yep.
And I don't know
That's
if
good,
he
I
got
think.
there or not.
That's not too bad. Yeah, he got
So this is
half a ball at least.
Oh yeah, yeah. So this is one of these shots where if you're kicking at this 8-ball, it's not a bad idea to kind of kick soft at it, right? Because you can push the 8 in front of the 14, causing problems.
Right.
If you don't make it, you can also leave the cue ball down here on this bottom rail, which could cause some problems, right? So if he does kick at this ball, I'd really like to see him kick soft at it.
Kick soft.
Yeah. And not like try to fire it in. You know? We'll see what he does.
Now, Chris Arnold, to answer your question, we are out of Phoenix, Arizona.
Hey, is that Cindy that agrees with me? So check out this shot, Carlos. This is, you got to think through these problems now in 8-ball, right? You try to kick it, you try to make it, you lose the game, okay? But if you kick, if you hit right next to the 8 with extreme right-hand spin, off the rail, come in and kick the 8 over towards his stripe, you live to fight another day, right?
At least you get to maybe come back to the table one more time. Yeah.
That's right.
And that's the thing with 8-ball. You want to try to come back as many times as possible to the table.
Yeah.
Just doing a 2-rail kick here on the 8-ball, though.
Yeah, I'm trying the 1 rail with a lot of right-hand spin and trying to kick the 8 over towards the 14 and just live to fight another day here. It looks like he's going to come up short on this just from the way he's cueing, but we'll see. You never know, because you never know how much English, but yeah, it looked like that was going to come up short.
Yeah, that was kind of short. Pretty short.
Alright, so if I'm Nate, I'm going back to my chair and I'm trying to mentally regroup and say, hey, he's probably getting out here. You know, it's 6-2, it's not the end of the world. He still needs 4 more games, right?
Yep.
I've beaten a lot of players that are a lot better than me, 5-6 games in a row. That's what you just got to focus on here, how to get back in the match right now. Because Kurtis is probably going to clean these balls off and take a 6-2 lead here. It's funny, it's only a few balls on the table, and there's not a lot that can go wrong, but it got a little weird.
Yeah.
You know, it's...
And I was going to ask you that, I like getting straight on the 12, 15 there, right in between the 2 balls, so I have a couple options, but didn't
he wanted to leave. He wanted to leave the 15 for last, that's for sure, but he had to change his plan, and that's the important thing about 8-ball. You got to have a plan, and you got to be ready to change your plan, right?
A lot of changing the plans all the time.
The better the player, the less you change your plans.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
You got to be prepared to do it. He recovered nicely. He's straight in on a 10 pretty much. He's got the 8 in the corner. He's in great shape here.
Nice out.
6-2.
6-2. Race to 10.
You know, Kurtis has a really consistent pre-shot routine. I don't know if you saw it. He'll walk around, look at the shot, then he'll pause and stand upright and look directly at the shot right before he gets down. He takes like a 1.5 seconds to do that. Okay. And it's a great routine because he's focusing each time. He knows what he's doing. You know, he pauses that 1.5, 2 seconds, and then he gets down and shoots his ball. So it's like he clears his head during that 1.5, 2 seconds so that he's down on the ball and prepared to do business. Yep. So let's see how he breaks here. He's moved the ball over to the right a little bit, little right of center. I like having about an inch or two right of center when I'm hitting the head ball.
Yeah.
And
Nice break there too. Made a ball.
we're not really seeing a lot of control on these breaks with the cue ball, and I'd like to see more of that. You know, especially like I mentioned, your table's very lively, and so you don't have to pound the balls so hard. You just have to hit them solid and back that cue ball up. We haven't seen that since the first break.
Yep,
Ironically, he
only the
didn't make
first
a ball.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So 12 ball is kind of right in the middle there, a little bit knotted up. But it does look like it does go in this top right corner.
Yeah, past the 7.
Yeah, it's close, but if it does pass, you're gonna take that. But maybe he doesn't feel comfortable, so he's gonna take the 4. It's interesting.
Okay.
He's backed himself into a corner here where he's got to shoot the 3. Now.
Shoot the 3 and then drive back just a hair maybe for the 1 and have the 2 ball float over by the 7.
He's hitting this with high where he's going to come down on the 1 and try not to hit the 2 that much. But
he was going to hit no matter what, I think, on that one though.
It's okay though.
Let's kind of work on it now.
Shoots this greenish color ball. I think it's a 6
7
in the side and draws into the 12. I think he's okay.
It's kind of the 7 to the side, yeah.
Yeah.
That possibly bumped the 2 ball a little bit.
Yeah.
Side pocket again, and got a
All
good leave
right.
out of it though.
So if you're Nathan, so I think the information I had on him was wrong because he isn't really getting very upset. And this is a time where people would get very upset because your opponent, who's playing pretty well, misses a shot, leaves you on the back of a ball. Gosh, it's frustrating this game sometimes.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I tell you what I'm doing here. I'm jacking up a little bit, and I'm hitting the side of the 12 ball and coming down by the 1 ball. So I'm going to come this way.
Okay.
I wish I had a telestrator.
Yeah.
And I'm basically laying up, but I'm shooting the 12 down by the 10 with low right-hand spin, 1 rail off the side rail, and try to get him up behind this 1 ball. And that should hold him for a little bit. There's not a whole lot else, you know, unless you're going to try to kick the 12 in. Yeah. He is going to try to kick it in.
Kick it in, yeah.
You know, this shot could end up with the same result as my shot.
Yeah, that's true. Because
if he overcuts it a little.
Yeah, you just got to hit it a little thick so that the ball does go underneath the 1.
Hit it a little thin.
It's not too bad, maybe. No, I can see the 2 ball. Yeah, you can see the hole too.
Yeah, this is torture for Nate right now because, like I said, Kurtis misses a shot, leaves him frozen on the ball. You know, it's like this is where the game really comes down to your mental toughness.
Yep.
You know, it's like, how can you just mentally withstand punishment that you get in both sometimes, you know? And so the ones that can withstand it, you know. That was an interesting shot there. He kind of hit it with a little bit of center inside English. And it didn't come out perfect, but very makeable shot here on the 7. And he should have natural shape to come over and shoot the 1 in the same hole. Just got to negotiate the 12 ball a little bit. Good shot.
Good shot there.
He doesn't want to get too straight though. Okay, it would have been better to hit the 12, or at least be out where the 12 is, so he could slide down and shoot, you know, get around the center of the table and cut the 8 in the side. So now it's he could do a couple things here.
He's trying to figure out what to do there.
Yeah, the angle, it's tough to see.
He's got a little bit of an angle, not too much, but
yeah, I think you're drawing straight back and then trying to come right back, have the cue ball. Well, he went forward. Yeah, I think I would have drew straight back and tried to get the cue ball to hit the rail right where he was and then come back out for the 8. So like, yeah.
Yep.
But now he's gonna bank this ball. So if you're Nate here, you're pretty happy. You know, your opponent's now banking a ball. So you just hope he doesn't make it like he did earlier in the match where he banked the ball in.
Close. All right, Nate, here's your opening shot. You have a chance now to get back.
Yeah,
Get
he's
at
got a
least one
great,
game back. So
great opportunity here. I'm just gonna shoot the 13 here with like just a stop shot and maybe play for the 14 next, because you know you've been iced a little bit, you know, and now you're getting up to shoot. And if you happen to miss the 13, he's safe, right behind a 10, you know. So here I'm not trying to shoot this 12. He is, but you know, it's risky. You know, you shoot the 13, you're dead safe. You could shoot the 14 next, or
okay.
So I think he was positioning for a two-way shot, but he left a cut in the side.
Yeah, he needed to shoot that ball with the draw shot there.
Yeah.
I think the safer way was to shoot the 13, do a stop shot there.
Yeah.
And then just play safety one more time if he decides to.
You could have thinned the 15, come out the side rail behind the 9. A lot of options there.
Yep.
But Kurtis just has to make sure he doesn't get in between that 9-11 here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold your tickets. No, he's okay.
Not too bad for Kurtis there, leading 7-2.
It was tracking. If it was a little bit harder, it was tracking towards that corner, but
all right, so really quick for you guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to let us know where you're watching from. We still have one state pending. We're trying to get Delaware. And Joey better start tagging some people from Delaware on our post so that we can get that last state. These guys seems like they might take a quick restroom break. So we'll go ahead and go to commercials real quick, and we'll be back in just a minute. Don't go anywhere.
Oh, sir, that was my grandma's. Oh.
Don't worry, ma'am. All of your stuff is in okay hands.
Just okay?
Well, they don't give 2.5 stars to just anybody.
Here you go. What's this?
It's your piano.
Hold this for a sec.
We don't have a piano.
No. But the neighbors do.
Just okay is not okay.
Looking for a moving company that's on time, isn't milking the clock, and doesn't charge for shrink wrapping items, disassembling, and reassembling furniture? Would you value a team of hardworking guys that care about your belongings? No, really. Like, if any of your possessions were damaged or lost during the move, they'd cover it that same day. Well, Aaron Movers in Phoenix is serious about quality service, and we feel like we've mastered the art of moving. Since 2001, we've grown our well-known reputation of precaution, speed, courtesy, and planning. We've held every member of our team to a high standard and have never dropped the ball. Now that I think about it, we haven't really dropped much of anything over the last 17 years. We understand that nothing we touch belongs to us, and that we need to handle your belongings better than we'd ever treat our own. Because, in case you didn't know, you're the boss on moving day. Listen. Our team honestly just wants to help you get your items moved from point A to point B as quickly and safely as possible. Our custom-built trailer plays a big role in our ability to do this by reducing trips and lowering costs. We'll even set things up at point B for you. Our 5-star rating proves that hard work pays off. With hundreds of satisfied customers across the great state of Arizona, we want you to experience moving as it should be. Whether you're moving into a new office, transporting items out of the state, or settling into a new place to call home, Aaron Movers wants you to focus on what you'll be doing once you get there. Don't take a risk, and we'll take care of the rest. Click below or call Joe at 602-703-0078 to learn more or to get a free estimate.
All right, we are back here one more time. Joey Ryan and myself commentating some 8-ball right now.
Hey, can you hear me okay? I might have just muted. Okay.
Oh, no, I'm good. I can hear you. We're really good.
You know, Carlos, when I do the Friday night fights at Junior's house, they put us up in the bedroom, you know, and it's like Junior's bedroom, like Love Shack.
Yeah.
But like you and I are pretty close here.
Yeah,
you know?
I know. We get to
we're
know
back
each
in our
other
little cubby
longer.
hole. It's nice, but.
All right, so here comes rack number 10 here. In a race to 10, Kurtis leading 7-2 at this time right now.
All right, he didn't pocket a ball, so this is Nate's chance to, you know, this is the torture that happens in pool sometimes. You're struggling, you're behind, and so your opponent doesn't make a ball on the break, and you want to open your eyes to a beautiful table, tic-tac-toe, and you get a kind of messy table. You know, it's just what happens.
Yep.
And so you just got to be mentally tough now, and you got to fight through this and figure out what to do. The 13 is really in a bad spot. You got the, looks like the 6 and the 1 surrounding it. I'm looking really carefully here to whether the 3 passes the 8. You know, because if the 3 passes the 8, then I'm taking solids, I think, because you can use that 3 ball to play into that cluster there.
Yep.
And just the way the 6, 1,
And the
13
1R.
is sitting,
Yeah.
I want to have the solids there. Because if I hit into the 13, it's going to open it up. The 1's going to move up table, the 13's going to hit the 6. He's going to go at it right now, which is not bad. Oh no, he didn't.
Oh wow! I
He
thought
could
was
have.
enough for
He
sure
could
to
have.
come
He
into
could have
it.
went to that side rail and then come into it.
Yeah.
Let's see
That's
what
what I was
happens here.
picturing that was going to happen there, but
Yeah.
I guess he can shoot the 10 ball too though here, and then use the 11 for the 13 too.
Yeah. It's tough to get the perfect angle here on the 11, but let's see if he can do it.
He ended up being too straight on the 11 now.
Yeah.
Wrong side.
You know what? Just figure out a different plan, right?
Yep.
You can get to it from the 14. Or what's that? Is that the 14 down there?
Yeah, 14. He went forward.
If he didn't roll behind a 2 here.
He did.
He did.
Yeah.
Okay. Now look, at this point, don't try to do too much, right? Don't try to fire the 9 up table and slide into it and break it out and then leave Kurtis something easy. You know, instead, just, you know, stay within yourself. Maybe roll the 11 in if you can, because he's still got to deal with the 1-6, or yeah, 1-6. So just don't get crazy here. Okay. Hey, this has possibilities. If he hits this 9 with high and can get the cue ball over towards the 2 ball, then he's got the breakout that he wants.
Yep.
So just from a philosophy standpoint, Carlos, the way I think about things, when I have a problem ball, option 1, try to address it early in the rack.
Not
You
late.
know? That didn't happen here.
No. So now he's gonna.
So
Kind
now,
of hoping now a little bit to make sure that you break up the balls and get shape at the same time. So this is what I call the poke and hope here.
but you know what?
But
He did good though.
He did good
Because
yeah.
because he didn't address it early in the rack, but he kept his composure, made some shots, and now he's got a chance to address it right now. And he
Missed
Okay.
the shot though. At least he
So-
didn't break out the 6 ball though, so that's
yeah.
in his favor there a little bit.
I like the way he thought through the end of the rack there. You know, he didn't lose his cool. He got where he needed to get to make the breakout. He just didn't execute on it. So let's see how Kurtis does. Again, if the 3 passes the 8, that's the key here, because he can use that 3 to play into the 6 easily.
Might do it now here, shooting the 3 in the side and then bumping the 6 maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he can.
I don't love that because you can get behind them. I'd much rather be like over towards where the 7 ball is, shooting the 3 and sliding into it.
Oh, okay,
See
yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this could work.
8 ball tied up now.
Yeah.
2 balls tied up, 13 and
You know,
the
and
14.
that's a couple times that Kurtis has gone into clusters really hard. And I think, you know, first of all, I want to say I appreciate these guys' game. Okay, so just know that first. This isn't being overly critical or anything like that, but it's just something that I think players don't often consider. When balls are tied up, you don't have to go into them 100 miles per
Smashing,
hour.
yeah.
You know, you can think through it and you can look at the cluster, and sometimes you can go into it softer and get a better result.
Yep.
You know, so how many times do you see them break up a cluster and then one of the balls from that cluster then goes and ties up somewhere else? You know,
That happens a lot when it comes to table, bar box, 8 ball though. When
yeah.
it's a 7-foot table, yeah, it happens a lot, but
So I'm not playing this shot.
good shot. Good
Okay,
save
it
there.
worked out. It worked out, but I didn't like it because you could have freed that up, right?
Yep.
I would have done anything in the world not to shoot that shot. But let's see what happens. He did hit it with great touch, though.
Yeah, that was a good touch. From where he was at, I think that's the only shot that he had.
Yeah. The old bank shot off the rail into the one ball. Into the yeah, from there, he wasn't too focused on making the ball. I think
Right.
he just knew that wherever he ended up, he'd be pretty safe. So if I'm Kurtis, I'm going to play the, what is that, the 7?
Yeah.
Play the 7 with some left-hand spin and try to break out the 4 right now.
Yep.
If you can push the 4 down by the spot, like down to that part of the table. Okay, he missed it. It's okay. No need to panic. I was going to say, if he would have pushed the 4 down towards the spot, then he would have had the
Breakout shot for the 8.
Yeah. I think I might not even try to make a ball here.
Yeah, he's playing safe. Get
Yeah.
behind the one ball if he can.
Yeah. So if I'm Nate here, I'm going to hit the 13 on the right-hand side, come off that side rail, and try to lay him right next to the 8 and his stripe down there right on the rail. Just leave him a long shot to make him, you know, have to do something because the 13 will now be open, right? And so if he's got a long shot and he fires at the 1 and misses it, that might be just what Nate needs to pocket the ball. And that, whatever that is, the 14 is makeable
Yep.
from the left-hand side of the table.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just hit about half the 13 ball on the right-hand side and slide right down, nestle in right down there by your 14 ball. What do you guys on the stream think? You think we're crazy? You're like, hell no, I'd bank that 13 ball 5 rails. You know, I'm looking at the comments, and Chris Arnold said one of the hardest games is bar box 8 ball, and you know, I agree. It's a great game, you know, and it's a game where you can really exhibit some creativity. I've been calling 10 ball matches, and it's kind of like, that's a good shot. I like that. Would have wanted to get it down a little further. But yeah, I've been calling 10 ball matches, and you know, sometimes it's boring because you roll up on, oh, he's gonna shoot the 6, 2 rails, shoot 7, 1 rail, you know. But here it's like, who knows? We've been wrong so many times.
Yeah. Or we say something, and of course they don't choose that pattern, or we call something out and they choose a better pattern. We're like, oh, we didn't see that. Yeah, so it's kind of nice to have a little variety.
Here's what I'm doing if I'm Kurtis. I'm gonna bank the 1 ball down towards the 8 ball, or you can do this with the 5. 2 rail the 5 down towards the 8 ball, and leave the cue ball up here. Is what I would have done. This could work too, but I don't want to do too much here, right?
I like banking the 1 and just putting it over by the side rail. Yeah,
that's a great call.
Because you need to have another soldier over there by those balls, because all the battlefield is over there. So
this is what I call an 8 ball. You know, backing yourself into a corner here. It's high risk.
Yeah.
Or it's high reward, but it's very high risk. Yeah. Because if you don't get there right now, your opponent has the upper hand. There's not a whole lot Kurtis can do right now. He would have had to hit the 1 perfect to get perfect shape on the 8.
To get all the
and
way
if he
out.
doesn't, now his opponent has the advantage. So if it's me, I was playing safe there. And I'm a pretty aggressive player, but I'm playing safe there because I don't want to in any way get into this spot. But if I'm Kurtis right now, I'm going to hit super soft just on the right-hand side of the 8. Nudge the 8 to the left of the 14 and then cue ball right on, just like this. Yep.
That's pretty good.
Okay. It was a little hard because
He's gonna play safety now again. Yep.
Okay. That's pretty good because you got the 13 right there. I thought he could have made the 13 and cooking. But hey.
He's gonna try to make the 13 now, I think.
No, I think Kurtis is going to try to bank the 13 towards the 8. Oh, yeah,
Gonna
make
try
it.
to make it, yeah. Now, the
Alright,
only
so-
thing, though, now is that as long as Nathan
I don't
can
like
create
this.
separation, he's going to create separation between the balls here.
Yeah, I don't love it. Okay,
force
it
him.
worked out.
Yeah.
I would have. Yeah.
So now the thing is that he needs to put the ball really close to the 8 now. He's going to get ball in hand. So now it's an opening there, I think.
Yeah.
If that cue ball fits, he's going to shoot it.
On that previous shot, I was thinking you could have banked that 14 out and frozen right on the side of the 8. You know, and would have left him really no options there. Of course, he did try to create the space here. This is very touchy. You better be careful here.
I don't know about this one.
Okay. He hit that very good.
That was good. That was a good shot. Very
He does
nice.
give Kurtis a kick at it, though.
Yep.
And if that 8 is frozen, it makes the kick a little bit easier.
What do you like here? One rail kick?
I'm going the other way. I'm going off the side rail. There's only one rail kick with a chance to make it, so I'm going for that, you know? Looks a little short unless he opens it up with English.
That's it.
That's the break that Nate needed.
Yep.
You know, Nate needed that break. He played some good saves, and now he's got...
Chance to win this game here.
Yep. Straight in on the 14 for the most part, but he can draw out of this, or he can probably go with high inside and come 2 rails out. You know, just give yourself something on the 8 that's makeable. Sweet. Slow down. Slow down, little girl. Okay. Hey, little girl, slow down. Okay, here we go. 7-3. That was a big game for Nate to get back in it.
7-3, race to 10.
Yeah.
Now again, if you guys are watching from a different state, we are trying to get Delaware to actually come and let us know that they are watching. We are trying to get all 50 states. We're only one state away. So if you're watching from Delaware, let us know. Even if you're watching from another country or somewhere else, let us know and give us a shout out so that we can say hi from K2 Productions here in Phoenix, Arizona.
Delaware's like another country, you know. And I could say that because I grew up in Maryland, so you know we used to tease Delaware. It's like our little sister over there on the shore. But I actually reached out to a buddy of mine, Kevin West, who's the best player in Delaware, or he either lives on the eastern shore of Maryland or right there next to Delaware.
Yeah.
He struck those balls
nice.
very well and did pocket a ball.
And shape on the 9. That's not bad.
Yeah. So Kevin responded to me.
Yeah.
And he said the problem is that today he's at a friend's house where he's got hardly any connectivity.
Oh, okay.
But he did say that he would try to share this, and he did get the page. And so,
nice. Cool.
yeah, he knows a lot of people out that way. He's a great player. He went to Derby City, and I think they had one of the big tournaments they had at Derby City. Not the the regular one pocket banks 9-ball, but they had like I don't know some other tournament going on at the same time, and he finished second to like a champion. You know,
that's pretty
Kevin's a great player. Yeah.
That's good.
So and then you got a couple other good players over there that I know. So we'll get you Delaware soon. Don't worry.
All
Carlos.
right, all right. I'm very surprised that he took the solids there because that was a very, very tough shot to make. I would have taken the stripes and just dealt with the 10 and the 15, and he would have been fine though.
Yeah.
Yeah, shooting the 9-ball and then using the 13 coming over, and then bumping those balls would have been fine though. But
you always got to factor in how well the balls look and how spread out they are with how difficult your opener is.
Your opener, yeah, your opener
Yeah.
is a big key. So
And so now, you know, kind of some people maybe heard me say this, but a real good player back east, somebody asked him for advice and said, "What's one thing I need to know? If you could tell me one thing about pool." And he said, think of the absolute worst thing that can happen on every shot and don't do it. and you know, not that missing the 2 ball was the worst thing that could have happened there,
right.
but it was pretty bad, you know,
Yep.
because it spread out the balls even more.
Everything's even more open, and then he had a couple of options of what to start with. So yeah.
Yeah. So I'm in agreement. I think if he would have shot the stripes there, started his run, he had plenty of time to negotiate that 10,
Right.
15. And he actually proved a couple racks ago that he can line up right on balls to break balls out, even late in the rack.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm with you. So if you're Kurtis, you're just really focused on the 6 ball here. How do I get right on the 6 ball so that I can just make a nice, easy shot on the side, roll up 3 or 4 inches, and shoot the 8 in the corner, you know? Gets a good little angle here. Looks like he's going to play it in the corner.
Corner with forward English and just don't scratch on the side.
Yeah, he probably would have wanted to be in the side.
Yeah.
But he'll take the corner here. The only tricky part is rolling up with high here brings the side pocket into play. So you know what? Yeah, it's real
There's
touchy.
another option though, that he could just shoot it in the side and come around the table though for the 8 ball.
You know, I don't. It's not going to be easy to beat the 11 and 12 doing that.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
like for your shot, yeah, if you can make it through the 11, 12, but I'm telling you, it's really tough.
Yeah.
He's going to try it, so let's see. Yeah, see?
Gotta hit it a little thinner than that, I think, too, though.
He hit both those balls, but
Yeah,
yeah.
hit both of them.
I mean, you look at, and I had an advantage because where I'm sitting, I could see straight down there,
where
and
the
you're a
ball's
little
gonna go.
further over.
Yeah, yeah.
And he had like maybe a ball and a half width to get through those
that.
two balls. So, I mean, you got to hit that really, really good.
All the way down, just like he did earlier, so.
Oh, side.
Oh, no, side. Good
See?
shot.
That's my shot.
That's your shot.
Cindy, did you see that shot? That's what I'm talking about.
All right, scores 8-3 in the race, 2-11. Big shout out to Chris Williams watching from Harper's Ferry, West Virginia. Cody Max watching from Dallas. Neil Henry from Canada in Alberta. Chris Williams from Maryland. So thank you guys for tuning in tonight. It is Thursday, 8/27. It is 8:30 local time here in Phoenix. Again, if you guys are not subscribed to our channel at K2, make sure to subscribe to our channel on Facebook. We also have K2 on YouTube. So you guys have a couple options to subscribe to our channel because we do have a lot of matches during the entire week. So,
You know, Carlos,
Yeah.
we got
Also-
a comment there. Let's see this break. Oh, he's heading right for the corner. He's heading right for the corner and got bailed out. And this is going to be an interesting rack. But we had a comment there about how soothing my voice is.
yeah.
And that's my buddy from work. He doesn't know anything about pool. He just wanted to log on and give me a hard time.
I was going to say, you have a
But he
fan
is coming in
already.
from Colorado, so
That's cool.
that's another state there. But I see Chris Williams from Harper's Ferry, West Virginia. Thanks for tuning in there, Chris. Harper's Ferry is a cool place, man. I used to fish there all the time for smallmouth. Okay, so he's taking the solids here. And these solids, even though the balls are somewhat clustered, the solids look great.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Every single ball has a hole, so he's in good shape here.
Yeah,
3
this
balls
is
to
a
the
big
2
game,
is not
too.
bad, so.
This puts him on the hill if he gets out from here.
Yeah.
So he's got the 4 ball. He's got the 4 ball. He's trying to figure out what to shoot next. And the only tricky thing here is really the 3-2, like what you're gonna do there. And I like getting straight on the 3 and just stopping and shooting a 2 in the other hole. But now he's got the angle to draw back on this ball. And I like that. Draw back. That way you leave yourself the option of the 2 or maybe even the 1 if you come out to the middle too far or something like that. Let's see what he does.
Nice shot.
Yeah, the eight ball's a lot of times it's about options, right?
Yep.
So you want to have a plan, but part of that plan should always be, what if something goes wrong?
What if I'm
can
just
bail
a
me
little
out?
off? Yep.
You know?
Yep. What's my backup plan?
Yeah. Round Rock, Texas.
Matthew Alert.
Yeah. Hey, Round Rock, what's that pool room up there? Where they had the Texas Open. I've played in there before. Good room. Okay, so this got a little harder now.
He's gonna have to shoot the 5 ball here.
I kind of like rolling the 1 in, maybe.
Or the 1. What do you think?
I kind of like rolling the 1 in, because you roll the 1 in, you got the 5 in the side. If you roll the 5 in, who knows what you got.
That's true.
You're going to probably hit the 6 if you roll the 5 in. He is going to shoot it, though.
I think he's afraid of the scratch on the side with the 1 ball, though, because it is pretty close to scratch. No, going 6 ball now. Okay.
Okay.
Changed his mind 2 times already.
Shooting this with low inside. It looks, or no, low outside. He had a good shot.
Nice hold. That's pretty
Now
good.
5 in the corner, 1 in the side. It looks a little tight, but he's got a big pocket with the 14 there. We got Oklahoma, Shreveport, Louisiana. I hope you're doing all right there in Shreveport. I know you're in the north part of the state, but that was quite a hurricane that came in down in Lake Charles area. All right, so now he's got to do something here. He's got the 1 ball. He's on the wrong side of it, but it looks like he's gonna cut it in and try to come 1 rail. He
No.
needed a little more outside English on that. He is going to be able to see the 8.
I'm not sure if he can bank the 8 now, though. Let's take a look here.
Yeah, let's take a look.
I might.
I think he can with some English. He can do a little karate, a little right hand kung fu on it.
Literally kung fu
He's
shot.
looking at cutting this ball, Carlos.
Oh, I've seen him cut the balls like this before, though, and it's pretty good.
It's nice when you make them.
Oh, yeah. Over a 90
Now he is
degree
going to
cut.
bank it. So this is one of these shots that even if you can't see enough of it to bank it naturally, you can kind of hit the 8, you know, more in the face and hit it with right hand spin and then have it open
And have
up.
it open up, yep.
Yeah, so let's see what he does here. Yeah, he
That's
did that. He
good.
hit it good.
Oh,
Nice shot.
Jesus. Nice shot by
Let's do the
Curtis
snaps.
there.
Can we do the snaps?
Nice. Snappy, snappy. Oh, it's a great bank there. Very good. All right, so
Yeah.
we are starting to come to an end for the night. So thank you guys for tuning in. Again, make sure to subscribe to our channel. If you guys are liking our commentary, make sure to drop off a donation at our PayPal at ksquareproductions@gmail.com. Or also, we will take them also at K2 Productions too via paid messenger on Facebook as well. I don't know what
South
that's
Carolina
called, so-
checking in.
What is that called? Like Facebook Messenger, Pay or
Messenger
something?
Pay, I don't
Messenger
know.
Pay or something like that?
I did find out that Messenger Pay, though, you get paid like instantly.
Oh, yeah.
You know, which is kind of cool.
Yep.
Okay, so Kurtis, this is, obviously he's on the hill. So if you're Nate, you're sitting in a chair, you're frustrated, but you know, you just gotta try to do the best you can every time you come to the table. You put 3 games together, and you're right back in it.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what you gotta be thinking here. And so by the looks of this table now, it's, if he can make that 12 ball, you're probably gonna take the stripes.
Yeah.
Because you got
there's
the
no-
6-4 that are kind of locked up with the 15. You still have to do something down there with the 11 and probably the 10 ball too. I'm not sure if the 10 passes the 2. What do you think?
I don't know. I think you have a better angle than I do if I'm looking at the table from here. But let me see if we can. I'm not sure. This angle is not
Yeah,
also good. I don't think it goes though.
yeah.
It's gonna have to do something. You can shoot it off the 2 here if you want.
Oh, that's a touchy little shot.
Yeah.
So this is one of these racks where he really needs to start thinking about that 10 ball, because there's not a whole lot where he can get down into the 10 ball.
Right.
The 11 is not a great option for getting into the 10 ball.
I think it might go though, because he's looking down that.
Yeah, the way
right
he's
now.
playing this rack suggests that the 10 might go.
Must be
You
really,
know-
really tight.
Yeah. You know, not a bad option here, Carlos, is a carom shot off the 10 into the 2 with right-hand spin and kind of bring the cue ball over behind the 8. But yeah, no, what do we
went all
know?
day.
Goes right in.
Jimmy Grassi says, "What no love for Kentucky or KC? KC in the house."
He's got to take
You
the
guys some
11
shot.
now. He's got to take the 11. He's looking at this. He's got to take the 11. And I just leave a little bit of angle on the 14 so that I can make the 14 and slide over towards that side rail just a tad, and then just take the harder cut on the 15. That's what I would do here. Okay. Yeah, this works. So we just pocket the 14, almost like a stop stroke, right where he pointed his tip. Take the harder shot on the 15,
And just come around for the 8.
and just come around for the 8. That's the shot.
Big bounce. There you go.
He got there.
Now the thing is that you just gotta avoid hitting the 6 and the 1 on the way out here.
Yeah. It's a touchy little shot, and the side pocket might come into play.
He hit
Yep.
it though.
Just what the doctor had ordered for Nathan here, because he's going to have a great opportunity here, unless Kurtis can pull a rabbit out of the hat. You know, hindsight's 20/20.
Yep. He's just playing the safety to lock up a ball.
Okay.
Giving him a ball in hand and make him work for it.
Yeah, so what I'm doing here, I'm not even fooling around. I'm literally just gonna bank the 6 or push the 6 to the rail and freeze him right on the 4, because I'm opening up my balls. If he wants to keep pushing my balls tied up, great. But I'm untying them up as quick as possible rather than trying to like make the 1 and come into him and break it. Yeah, I'm doing
Yeah.
this. If the 6 goes, great.
Yeah, I like
Start
the
your
6
run.
and
If the
then-
6 doesn't go, just bank it into the rail and freeze him right on the 4. But it did go, yeah. So I think he was right to address that first.
Yep.
Okay, I would have preferred to have taken the 2 next, and then he's down below the 5, and he could shot that in the side, but
He just needs to get to that 2 ball right now here. That's
perfect.
good, perfect.
What a shot.
Good shot there.
That was scary, because if he didn't get there,
Yeah.
you know, he was shooting a combination next.
This is like a practice run when you're practicing just at home, throwing the balls to the table and just running them out.
Yep. So if you're Nate, just bear down, make this ball, you should be out and getting back into the match. Perfect.
Slow down, cue off.
You overran it a little bit, but you know what? He's going to make this ball. Just bear down and make the ball.
Yep.
Oh.
Commentators curse, Joey.
I hate when that happens.
I'm gonna blame Joey for that one. I didn't say anything. Usually I do, but
That's frustrating.
yeah.
I feel bad for him, you know. You know, he wanted to play a little better, but...
And that's game for tonight.
Okay, hold on. They're talking about flipping it. Tails. Tails.
You guys want to? It's up to you guys.
All right. I love the heart. Hang on, guys.
Hang
Don't
on,
leave.
Don't leave. We are not going anywhere. They are continuing the next set, flip and redo it. All right, that was pretty good.
Tell you what, guys, you gotta love it. The guy loses a set 10-3, and he knows he didn't play the way he's capable of playing. He had flashes of good play, but he struggled.
Yeah.
And he's like, tails.
Yeah, tails.
I love it. I love it. You know, it's you gotta have confidence in yourself in this game,
One more
and
time.
you know that's key, right?
Yep.
If you don't believe in yourself and you don't know what you're capable of and that you can come back,
Can you,
you might as well not play.
Nathan, before you break really quick, would you mind posting real quick before we continue the next one, just to make sure? We always like to have our players post before we go to the next round. All right, we're good to roll. Rock and roll, rock and roll. Now, do you need to break it out, Joey, or you want to keep going?
I'm
It's up to you.
good.
You good to go?
Yeah, are you good?
All right, I'm good to go. Let's keep going.
Hey, who else is excited to have another set here?
Yeah,
huh?
set number 2. Here we
James
go.
All says bonus pool. That's right.
Bonus pool, bonus pool.
And he got off to a good start here with a nice break.
Ball
Spread the
down.
balls out pretty nice.
Now, the last couple breaks, the cue ball keeps coming down table, so you got to aim just a little higher.
Yeah. But you know, I'd rather have it down table this way than down the bottom. You know, because sometimes you get hung up down on the bottom
yeah,
route.
you have nothing to shoot
and
at.
you got nothing, which you get on
Yeah.
that second ball break a lot. Now this, I think, you know, I'm liking a 3 on the side here. If you make that, you're in really good shape. Looks like he might be shooting the 1. He's got a big pocket there with the 2, so I think he likes shooting the 1.
There we go.
I love it.
Bump the 5, though.
I love his heart, man. He just jumped right back up there, flipped the coin,
Flip it.
breaks
Let's
the ball,
go.
leaves himself length of the table, and just soft strokes the 1 right in. I feel
That's
like this is
funny.
going to be a little closer here.
That's crazy. Gilbert Duran saying these guys have really good shots. And how many sets are they playing? I don't know until they get bored. Or somebody runs out of money. That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Well,
So
Chris
here we go.
Arnold, this is a new set. They ran it back, same bet, same game.
Same bet, same game. Yep. Both of the guys posted up again. So we are ready to go for the next round.
All right, so here we go. Here's a shot here that I like, Carlos. If I'm Nathan, I'm playing the 7 with a little bit of low outside, and I'm going to try to float back between the 9 and 5 here. Didn't quite get there. But you know what I mean? If he gets back between the 9 and 5,
He can
even
shoot
if
the
it
5
doesn't
all the
lay
way up.
perfect on the 5,
Yep.
he still has a 2 to bail him out, and he can deal with the 5.
Yep.
You know, bank it or do something, but he just didn't quite get there.
He's a little weird on this ball, so he's gonna.
Yeah, I don't know if a
I'm
bank's
not sure if
possible
the
here.
bank's there.
Is that what he called?
Yeah, he called the bank on the side.
He's really got to hit it with inside and tighten it out. Oh, he almost got it off the
Almost
off
got
the
it
strike.
off.
Excuse
That's
me.
close.
That would have been nice. So,
Gilbert is asking if I have an ATM machine in my house.
that's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, that would be good. Actually, have the
You know, I
guys
never carry cash. I'm a pool player who never carries cash, right?
Yeah.
So,
Well, now with the new technology and everything, it's like, I'll PayPal you or
Yeah.
I'll message you paid, and then it's so much easier to just get paid that way. So
it's funny because, you know, with the ATM withdrawal limits and stuff, I don't bank at a brick and mortar bank, you know, so I use like USAA where they don't have branches. So the time I played AJ Jones,
yeah,
here I am going to the bank like 3 days in a row to withdraw $400 each time. And I get down there and he's like, hey, if you win, can I PayPal you? I'm like, you
Oh
son of
my
a
God.
son of a bugger. So, so the problem here for Kurtis is the 8 ball, you know, and so he probably will play into it right here. A little too much English. So this is one thing I'm noticing about Kurtis's stroke. He's got a really good, strong stroke. And I think he has a tendency sometimes to overstroke a little bit. Like on that shot right there, he could have hit it about half the speed he did with a smoother stroke
and he would have gone
and
there.
played right into the 8 ball. But because he followed through so strong, that English really bit and took him.
Too much, yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you? So for example, just for also for my curiosity, how do you judge how much spin to put on a ball whenever you're aiming? For example, on the last one, how does he know how much spin to put on that ball to make sure to hit that 8 ball, or is it more? Do you do it more by feel or just shooting balls over and over?
For me, it's feel, you know, and you set it up. Like, honestly, if he goes back, if he's really a student of the game, which we all should be,
Okay.
he goes back and he looks at that shot and he says, wow, those commentators are overly critical. But then he sets it up and he shoots it about 50 times, right? And then he'll realize exactly how he's going to hit that ball
That's
next
the next
time.
one, right?
You know?
And that's a good thing. That's one of the things that I did actually tell one of my buddies a little while ago. To set up a shot like exactly like that cue ball where it's at and that 9 ball, practice to get to the middle of the table. Like line up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 all the way down the rail and say, I'm gonna hit the 2 ball and then come across and hit the 2. I'm gonna hit the 3 ball and come across and hit the 3, so that you're experimenting with your spin on the ball and know exactly where to hit it, so you can get on that particular part of the rail every single time.
That's right.
So that's something that a lot of the pool players that are wanting to get better don't practice. So that's a good kind of tactical way to approach those particular spin shots like that.
Yeah, that's a good point. Any drills you can do where you're trying to run the ball either to the center of the table or through the center of the table, they're going to benefit you, right? Because they come up all the time. And Kurtis is he's gonna elect to play a bank shot on the 8. I think that's his best route.
Yeah, he's made probably 5 out of 7 banks right now, I think.
Yeah, he is banking the ball pretty well.
Bank shot again.
Yeah. And you know, he told me before the match, or told us, that his favorite game is one pocket. So it kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah.
He likes to bank the ball. He has an opportunity here where he can bank it to the corner and come to this top rail and at least leave a tough shot on the 2, but it doesn't look like he's doing that. Oh, he cut it. Big pocket. There you go.
Holy cow. Jesus, great shot.
Excuse me.
Nice shot there, Kurtis, all the way down. Big pocket on that one. Very nice shot.
You know, I don't think he meant to play it off that ball, but I think he just knew that that was there.
Yeah.
And available to him, and so that's a good lesson there. If you got a big pocket like that,
yeah, might as well shoot at it.
Might as well. And I didn't even consider that, actually. I thought he was just going to bank it all the way. Again, he lost the ball a little bit and hit him really hard. And they're using the wood rack here. And you know, one thing about that wood rack, there's ways to rack those balls that are going to make you more successful. There's a book called Racking Secrets, a video and a book by a guy named Joe Tucker. He's from the Northeast.
Okay.
And especially with Rack Your Own, like it has to be in your library of pool books, right there with, you know, Pleasure of Small Motions and, you know, all those books that are out there. But that Racking Secrets book by Joe Tucker, or DVD, get that, because it is crucial and it'll help you, because even if you try to freeze every ball, you can't. There's gaps, right? And he helps you see those gaps and how you can line those gaps up favorably for you so you make balls on the break. 8 ball, 10 ball, 9 ball, he breaks down all the games. So it's a must-have.
Secrets on breaking. That's a good one. I'm gonna actually look at it.
Yeah, it's called Breaking Secrets.
Breaking Secrets.
That's a good shot on a 2. I like taking the solids here. I mean, let's just face it, this rack's a Charlie Foxtrot, but the solids just seem to be a little more, you can do a little bit more with them. So here's what I like here, Carlos. Make the 4, a little bit of left-hand spin, and leave yourself an angle on the 5 to come down right between the 15 and 6. Break it up. No, not so hard, not so hard. Okay, he's okay. I would have liked to have cut it a little, have the 5 a little bit thinner cut. But now, because now he's got to negotiate this. Yeah, he didn't want to do that. It's kind of like he had a hesitation there.
Yeah, he kind of like didn't stroke the ball. Kind of.
We've all done that.
Decelerated
you know,
on his stroke on the last minute.
Should I hit it with high or should I hit it with low? And then you just hit it with neither.
Yep. And then you're stuck. You're like, well, that was a result of not making up my mind.
Yeah. Brandon, if you're going to want some action here, I think you're going to need to give up a game or 2. Just saying.
I think he was giving a pretty good weight, though. Let's see. Let me go back on the comments. He was giving 3 games on the wire and betting 75 to 100.
Wow. That's a creative little safety there. I like that shot a lot.
That's pretty good. Nice shot.
Came 2 rails around, banked the 1 out, left Kurtis right behind his balls. We're getting a little change of music here.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
It was like choir.
Yeah, I saw that.
So if I'm Kurtis here, I'm just not trying to do too much. You can just thin your ball and leave him up here on this top rail, and that's going to buy you some time. See, I like hitting that with right-hand spin to leave him right up here on this rail.
Yeah.
So that way, if he is going to shoot the 7 ball, he can't cue the cue ball. He's got to roll it, you know. He can't stop it or jab it, but now he can do some crazy stuff. He can make the 7 with low English and draw over, you know, pop the 3 out, get perfect on a 6. Who knows? We'll see. That was calculated, I think. I don't think he was really too excited about pocketing that 7 ball. I think he was just trying to...
Kind of like controlled shot there.
Yeah. You know, it's... I think this 15 goes. And...
Yeah, it goes there.
Kurtis could be in business. What I would do here is hit this with a little center. Kind of hard to pop the 1 out. See, I would have tried to hit the 1 straight on to pop it out. So you still had the 9 over there. Because I think the 15 went from right there.
I think
where
it goes, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he wanted to bump up the 9. That's what he was aiming, but he ended up hitting the 1 ball.
Yeah. That 9's in a bad place right now.
Yep.
The balls definitely favor Nate this game. That's the thing about 8-ball sometimes, Carlos, man. Sometimes it's like, you look at a table and you're like, how will I ever get out? You know? And then there's other times where you're just feeling it and you get up and it's like, how can I not get out? You know?
Or the other is like, how did I get out?
Yeah, how did they get out?
Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah. I was having a real good tournament in Vegas one year, and I'm beating good players, and I run into this guy, and you know, it pulls so hard because you look at people and you can't tell how good they play or not.
Yep.
You know, well, I'm playing this guy, and it's like 4 rounds deep, so obviously he's won some matches.
Yep.
I mean, he got every roll in the book, and it's like bouncing off of balls and coming out perfect, banking balls in, kicking balls in. And, I mean, he just went right through me in like 20 minutes.
Oh my
Knocks
God.
me out of the tournament. I'm like, this is nuts. But, you know, what are you going to do? And every time I came to the table, of course, I'm locked up. Got nothing to shoot at.
Yeah. Oh.
Uh-oh. All right. I'll tell you what. This is totally doable here.
Yep.
It's a little tricky because if you go from the 3 to the 6, you still got to deal with the 1. If you go from the 3 to the 1, it's a little tough to get on the 6. But if you draw back a little on this 3, you play the 1 and have the cue roll into the 12. I think that's the play here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would try to make the cue ball roll right into the 12 right here.
Oh.
Yeah,
Just
try
hit
to...
the point just a little bit. He would have been fine though, but he just needed to pocket that ball there.
You know, sometimes on those shots where you have to be so precise with the cue ball coming off the object ball, I find my eyes wandering. So instead of watching the object ball the whole time through, the way you need to do to make the shot, I'll find my eyes start to track with the cue ball too soon, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's what happened there, because he just overcut the ball a little bit and missed it. He's still not in terrible shape though, honestly.
Yep.
He's gonna be aggressive here. I was thinking of something completely different, like playing the carom into the 7 and making his ball.
Uh-oh. Can he see the 1 ball?
Yes,
there,
he can see the 1. He can just make the 1 and kind of pinch it with a little low right and come out for the 6 on the side. That's ideal. Nice little touch here. Don't overstroke it. Perfect.
That's good.
He's got the perfect angle to make the 6 and slide out to the center of the table. And the 8 is nice in the side. Okay.
He's all right. He's all right.
See, I don't do that because I don't want to bring the 11 into play. But I can see why he did it, because now he's even easier on the
for the 8. Yeah.
8. As my dad used to say, there's more than one way to skin a cat, right?
All right.
Okay, 1-1.
That's
Same
how
as
they
last
started
set.
last time. Yeah, 1-1 last time. All right, so again, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe to our K2 Productions channel, letting us know also where you're watching from. We're missing the state of Delaware, so if we get that state, we have something in surprise for you guys. Now again, thank you guys for tuning in. And one more time, we are taking donations for our commentary tonight via PayPal at ksquaredproductions@gmail.com.
We're getting some action on this match now.
Yeah, I know. I saw
Seems
that.
like people are wanting to give up 5 games.
5 games on the wire and taking
Which I'm
8.
like, wow.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I know how the first set played out, but... Okay, so Nate breaks the balls. He strikes them well again. And look, none of the balls are below the bottom head string, right? So he struck them hard, he struck them solid, he backed the cue ball up beautifully, but he didn't make a ball. And that tells me, again, the rack. There's some crevice in that rack that is not right. And usually it's one of those back middle balls. Okay? If those back middle balls are not frozen, you're going to get a rack that kind of collapses like that, and you don't get that action on an 8-ball rack. And so if I'm Nate, that's what I'm focused on right now. Next time I win a game, I'm really freezing those top balls, but also those back balls in that back row.
Nice bump on that 7 ball there. Opens up the 3 ball now.
Yeah, so the 1 is a problem. He could pocket the 3 here and slide directly into the 8 and push it over past the 13 to the side rail right here and leave himself a shot on the 7.
Does the 1 ball pass the 8? No, it doesn't. Okay.
Yeah, but he's not going to shoot that shot. But on that shot, if he would have shot that with high and bumped into the 8 and pushed the 8 past the 13, he would have had a shot on the 7 coming back. I think that's the way I would have played that, but because now he's still got to deal with this 1 ball. It's a little bit of a problem. Yeah, he's gonna try. He was trying to get on the 1 here. Didn't get there. The 1 literally has 1 pocket. It goes in cleanly. You know, it goes in both sides, but you got to get perfect on it to make it in the side by the 14. So
well, he can take the 6 ball now. Bump
yeah.
The 6-1, bump the 1, and he has a backup ball on the 4.
You know, bad things can happen here, though, Carlos.
Yep.
It's not ideal. I'm almost in favor of making the 6 and drawing into the 8 here. Wow. I'm so surprised he's not taking the 6 here. He must have been really confident in that shot. Now, this is perfect because he can shoot this with high English and shoot the 1 on the opposite side.
Yeah, where his hands
That's
at,
the
right?
shot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Although, not to be nitpicky, but he did not want to be on the rail because I don't think the 8 passes the 13, does it?
Yeah, it goes
oh,
past
it does?
the 13.
Okay,
Yeah.
then he's fine. Well, this is a clever little out. I'm really shocked he didn't take the 6 when we thought he would take the 6, but I guess he felt really confident in getting the right shape on the 6 off the 4.
Good out there by Kurtis. Good shot. Score is 2-1 in a race 2-10 tonight. They are betting $200. A man with 400 in the middle. Now, who do you think in your pool career has been the best player that you've ever played?
That I've ever played? You know, I've played a lot of good players, but there's a guy that a lot of people haven't heard of. He was a Filipino named Leonardo Andam.
Okay.
And every year he used to come through the DC area on his way to the US Open.
Okay.
And I had a great set against him one time. Let's see what he does here on the break.
Still
Yeah.
nothing.
So I had a great set against him one time. We're playing a race to 7, and he's beating me 6-1, and he's just moving the ball effortlessly around the table. If I had to estimate, I'd probably say it was like a 790 Fargo.
Yeah.
You know, but this was back before Fargo.
You're right.
But Andam was just a great player. He snapped off a lot of big events, and so I'm down 6-1, and it was just one of those nights where you're just feeling it. And even though I was down by so much, I'm like, you know what? If I get to the table, I'm gonna do a little damage here. And sure enough, I get out, and then I break and run 4, and we're at 6-6, and then I dog a ball. So he beats me 7-6. But that was, you know, I played a lot of great players, so I can't say who the best was, but he was definitely one of the best, one of the top players. You know, there's some I took for granted because I played him frequently, like Keith McCready, Brandon Schuff, Mike Davis. You know, those guys from the East Coast that I played a lot.
Right.
Scott Frost, he's up there. You know, I played Scott, so there's a lot of good players. But Andam, the thing I loved about his game was how he moved the ball effortlessly around the table. When you or I, like, you're an accomplished player too. When we hit the ball 3 rails around the table, we hit it with a certain speed.
Right.
He hit it with about half that speed.
And
that's how much action that he got on the cue ball.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and it made things look so easy, you know. Hey, by the way, while we're just sitting here talking about, you know, different battles I've had, which nobody really cares about, Nate's making a really nice out here. He's just a nice little soft stop shot here, and he is in position to get. I think he's okay. I think he's okay. It doesn't look like it. He gave the head nod. Hit it with a lot of inside. Yep.
Nice shot.
Whew. He didn't have much room to spare, though.
I know.
It was that shot that he shot up table where he kind of punched it. He didn't hit it smooth, and it made the cue ball slide about 5 inches to the right, and that kind of got him a little out of line there. Okay. So I'm going to play this ball with a little low left and come out. I don't want to mess with the 4 because you can always shoot. Perfect. That's beautiful.
That's good. Perfect shot.
Yeah. I didn't see it that way, but now that he did it that way, I like it.
I like it.
I was probably going to come 1 rail and just try to, like, use my touch.
Right.
But the way he did it, he kind of took that 4 out of play by coming 2 rails on that ball.
And coming into the line of the 8 ball, so that was
Yeah.
good. Yep. Good shot.
See, I can admit when I'm wrong. Happens all the time. You know, Carlos, you asked me who the best player I played was. It's funny because, you know, there's all different variables to that, right? I was playing this guy who was one of the best players in Baltimore on bar table 8 ball named Fred Winker.
Okay.
And we're playing at this APA tournament. And great guy. I mean, nicest guy in the world. And Fred and I are playing, and on a table next to us, a fight breaks out. Okay?
Oh, no.
2 dudes, they're like 260, 240 pounds, like squaring off.
Oh, no.
And Fred knows the guys, right?
Okay.
Let's see what he does here on this break, and then I'll finish the story. He's really striking the ball as well. If he doesn't, he did get a ball, but it wasn't the kind of ball you want. It wasn't like instantly in a pocket. So again, I think there's something with his racking now. And he did not get an easy shot here, so we'll kind of check out what he does here. He might have to cut the 10. I don't think he can see the 9. Can he? He might be able to. If he sees a 9, I shoot the 9. So anyway, these two guys square off, right? And Fred knows this one guy named Joey, not me, big, strong, muscular guy. And the guy mouthed off to Joey. And Fred said, watch this. And as soon as he did, Joey just hauls off and punches this guy in the face. I've never seen somebody hit so hard, you know, because the guy's like 250 pounds. And the guy he hit, as he's falling backwards, stepped into a chair and broke his leg.
Oh.
Yeah, but he was knocked out cold.
Oh,
he tried to kick the 5 in 1 rail, like a rail first shot.
Oh, okay.
It was kind of risky though.
Was it open on the?
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna shoot the 9 for sure.
Yeah, me too.
Like,
he had a big pocket too, with
big
where the
pocket
5
on
was.
the 9. That was
So anyway, this so as soon as this happens, there's a guy who weighs about 120 pounds soaking wet. And he jumps over the table and he gives the guy the count. 1, 2, 3, and he counts them out like a 10 count on the ground. And but yeah, they had to stop the tournament. They moved all the pool balls off the table, so I'm running out on Fred, and we had to like recreate the game, you know, redo the game. Because they were afraid people would start hurling pool balls. Yeah, but Fred was a great player in Baltimore. He died way too young. He was overweight and not really in great health.
Okay.
But one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, and a heck of an 8-ball bar box player.
Yeah.
All right, so back to the game here. So let's see how he plays this. If he comes around the 11 here, looks like, yeah. So those shots are tough because you're hitting it with a ton of English to try to beat the 11 ball off the bottom rail.
Yeah.
So by the time the cue ball gets to the 6 ball, oftentimes it's going to masse a little, right? It's just going to naturally curve. And you see people, when they miss that shot, they miss it like that. You know, where it curved a little before it got there.
And it's hard to judge how much the ball is going to churn by the time it gets there with the spin and the speed too at the same time. So that's always the overthrow the ball or masse too much and then throws it too much over the pocket.
Yeah. So he's got some work to do here. The 11's in bad shape. I'm wondering. So he went to that side of the 11. There's a shot that comes up a lot in bar table 8-ball where he could have played the 11 from the other side, hit the bottom rail into the bottom of the 6, and made it, right?
Okay, yeah.
So for the less experienced players out there, always look for opportunities like that, right? Where you can hit this bottom rail, hit the back of the 6, and make the 6.
Right.
It just opens up possibilities for you, you know, that you might not have considered before. So that might actually come into play if he doesn't take the 11 here. But I think he kind of has to take the 11 here and just come up table to the 10 and the 14, and then, you know, maybe he can roll down towards, you know, the 9 on the side or the 13 on the other side. So let's see what happens here. I'm shooting the 11 coming up, playing the 14 or 10 next.
Me too.
Okay. Alright, so I'm stroking this 10 with low English. I'm going to come off 1 rail and leave myself an angle on the 14. And that way, if I get the right angle on the 14, I'm going to hit it with inside. I'm going to come off and before the side pocket and try to come right down towards the 13 ball. So I have that 9 on the side. Yeah. And good things can happen there, right? I can move the 13 a little and position it where I end up shooting it in the opposite side. You just have possibilities with this. So that's why I'm playing it. So where he's pointing his cue right now, that's not enough angle. You want more angle. Kind of the angle of where his cue is. Well, not quite that. This is funny. He's like our telestrator.
Yeah.
Not that steep. Change it. Right there. That's what we need here, Carlos, a telestrator.
Yeah, and I've been looking actually into doing that because I think that's pretty cool because when you're talking about commentary, you can draw on the board.
Yeah, because I'm pointing to stuff for you, and you get to see it.
I
but,
get to see it, but
you know,
everybody
Jimmy
else
likes the commentary here, but he doesn't get to see what I'm pointing at on his screen.
Or Jimmy can just close his eyes and pretend.
Yeah, imagine.
Imagine there.
I want everybody to close their eyes. Think about the 10 ball with a half a tip of low left. No. I like that he's taking his time here, though. You know, it shows that he's kind of regrouping this set, and he knows the importance of it. Yep. So this isn't ideal. It's not quite enough angle, but he can still manufacture something here. Let's see what he does. Yeah. Okay, it's okay. So, again, not perfect, but at least he's got a shot. Play the combo. Oh, he's playing the 13 in the corner.
All the way down.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea if it's a good shot here.
Overcut it just a hair.
So the bad news is that the 13 didn't stay in the pocket to block the 2. The 2's got a full pocket, and Kurtis, once he gets to the 2, can make the 2 and maybe shoot the 8 back up table somewhere. You know, because the 13 did block the 8.
Right.
Kind of jostled in there and barely made that ball.
Yeah. I was surprised he took that shot. That's the first shot, though, having a shot on the 3 or the 5.
Yeah. So he's kind of forced to either back cut the 1 here. I really don't like shooting a 2 right now. I like saving a 2. So I'm back cutting the 1 here, I think. But you got to make sure you make it, because the balls are definitely sitting to where, as long as Nate can deal with the 12, he'd get out. So yeah, I like that shot. Yep. So I'm making this 3 ball, and I'm coming over to the side rail that the 5's pretty much on, and trying to get it right on the rail. So then I make the 5 come 2 rails out, perfect for the 2. Just like this. Beautiful. And he just hit this with a nice right-hand spin stroke. Come out 2 rails. I want it to be a little straighter on that shot. He kind of...
Yeah, he put too much spin on that ball.
Yeah, too much spin.
Yeah,
you just need it... Needed to hit with that, what we call running English, you know, and he kind of just twirled it a little. Looks like he might play for the bank shot after this.
Yeah, one more time, bank shot. Unless he wants to cut it all the way down like he did us.
Or in the side.
Yeah. Side pocket.
He called the side.
Yeah.
It's funny because you're right, he's cut it past the side several times.
Yeah.
And then then randomly he'll just play it in the side.
Yep. That was a very tough shot, though.
Yeah.
It was tough.
So here's a good shot, Carlos, for those watching at home. Make sure you get out far enough on this ball, right?
Yeah.
If you come too far, you got the 12. Just don't leave it behind the 8, right? And make yourself have to do a hellacious cut on the 12, you know? So I love the way he hit that ball. He made sure he got it out there. It's like so often you see patterns where if you come up short, you're screwed. So just come longer, you know?
Yeah. Rather long than short.
Yeah. Well, that just gives him a decision here. Do I want the side or do I want the corner? He's taking the side. Can't fault him.
Good shot.
Well, I think this might be the first time Nate's had the lead tonight.
Yeah, the first time.
Sorry for all those guys giving up 5 games.
Scores 3-2 in a race.
Hey, Wayne Tang, this is the second set.
Second set that we've been streaming now for, let's see, when did we start? At 7? So about 2 hours ago?
Yeah, 7. I mean, I just got to be honest with you. I'm rooting for Nate this set because then I'm sure they'll flip it. I can do a third set.
Do a third set.
Yeah. You have thick hair, Carlos.
I think so. That's what Kid Cage says. I have thick hair. I have no idea where that came from at all.
Yeah. Do we have Delaware on this speed yet?
Not yet. No Delaware, man.
Ah,
I should have made you a bet or something.
I
And that
know.
was you guarantee Delaware. All right, what's the bet?
So, Nate broke the balls, jumped off the table, pocketed a ball, but it was the last ball rolling again. So, you know, we're running into this thing where as they break the balls, they, you know, I don't want to harp on it, but I don't think they're really focusing as much as they could on the rack.
Yeah.
Because, you know, this table's a lively table. You should be pocketing balls on the break. So, here we are with BCA rules, which, you know, your opponent scratches on the break. For players of this caliber, you should be out. So, I think what I'm shooting here depends on the 14 if it passes a 2, but I'm definitely going to shoot the 9 first.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Shooting the 9 first.
9 in
from
the
there.
side. Yeah, I'm shooting the 9 first, then I'm clearing the 11 and or 10 to make room to make those balls, so I don't really know why he's doing this.
And, well, the thing is also that the 9 ball goes on the upper left-hand side of the screen there too, though, so he has an opening shot there too.
Yeah. Basically, the 9 was the problem. It still is. So, it's nothing he can't handle, but why not handle it first? Right?
Yeah.
He might have tried to get to it there. See, so we talked about the 9 ball, Carlos, and now he's on the 9 ball, but now it's kind of weird, because what if he doesn't get to where, you know, what if he makes a 9 and he's got to play a combination, doesn't draw out of there the way he wants, hits the 8, whatever, you know, so you'll notice when people, I'm going to say it, you know, but when people don't take the right ball at the right time, it comes back to bite him, and it just came back to bite him. He still has the 14. He can cut it in. I would cut that 14 in with a lot of spin and hit it soft and try to stay down below the 9 so he can shoot the 15
Yep.
in the same pocket. So I'd hit this soft with a lot of spin. It's a touch shot, but you can definitely hold the ball where it doesn't come back above the 9.
Too much.
Yeah, he hit it a little hard. That's one of those shots where that ball has to just barely make it in the pocket.
Yep.
You know, in order to hold the cue ball. He called the 15, so
You playing the combo then, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah, that was tough.
Okay.
Yeah, see, so we were right. Shooting
Yeah.
the 9 first.
That's one thing we got right tonight. Okay, whip. Watch me, nay nay.
Watch me, nay nay. That's what they're playing in the background right now.
Alright, so I'm starting with the 2 here. I'm going to start with the 2 here. And it's one of those things where you want to lay right on the 6. Because you could deal with the 4 on your next shot if you lay right on the 6. And he did. Perfect.
that's good.
So now you shoot the 6 in
And
the
bump
side
the
with some speed.
bump the
And
4
try to
up.
come right into the face of the 4, and then you have the 5 if you need it, or you do the completely opposite thing and shoot the 1.
The other thing is that he could just play safe too at any time too if he wants to. Just
Yeah.
do a layup on the 5 and put it by the side pocket too though. Just play a safe
I
here.
think
Yeah, that's a good shot too. I like that too. That's not bad.
I disagree. I think he can make this combination.
I'm looking down the barrel and it doesn't go. It seems like it goes, but it doesn't go.
I'm like right on Carlos's lap trying to see this. Are you serious? That he can't squeak that
I
through
know,
there?
he can't squeeze it. It doesn't go. It seems like it goes.
What
on
about
the
with a jump cue?
a jumper? He can make it though. I think.
Yeah, I would be pulling out the jumper here. So
Yeah, see, it doesn't go.
Curtis has a nice kick here, a soft kick.
Soft kick,
See, he's
safe.
hitting.
Boom.
That worked out perfect, but he
Yeah.
hit it too hard. What he wanted to do there is come into the 15 solid softer. He kind of got bailed out a little because it hit the 15, then hit the 9.
Yeah.
But I know that he wanted to come into that 15 soft. That was the shot. it worked out nice for him. But now, if you're
What is he doing?
Nate,
Oh,
if
he's
you're
gonna try to
Nate,
kick the 4.
if you're Nate here,
I like shooting the 3 ball here. Kick on the 3.
yeah, kick the 3. Yeah.
He's
Oh
trying the
no.
4 on the side off the rail.
This is way
into
too
the 5.
aggressive, and it's gonna leave
It's
the
gonna
shot.
leave my shot for sure. I don't like that. Oh, what a shot.
What do we know, Carlos? What
I
do we
don't know. We don't know how to play here. What are we thinking? It was wired.
That
We
was
should have
beautiful.
seen that.
You know what though? Sometimes you just roll up on a shot and you have a feeling. You know, and I think that was one of those cases where Nate saw it, he was confident, he hit it well.
Yep.
Can't fault him for that. I think it was absolutely the wrong shot,
But absolutely perfect after that.
but
oh no.
worked
what
out
the
perfect. Well, this is going to roll down a
Ay,
little
ay, ay.
far.
Yeah, it's a bank shot now, or a safe shot.
He's got a bank, or he has a good safe up. I think he's looking at the safe here. You know, I like the safe where you, if you're going to safe him, you hit the 15 real soft, almost straight on.
Yep.
And allow, because you know the 9 will hold them, but you try to get them both to hold them. You know,
Yeah.
just in case your speed's off a little bit, you could hit the 15 real soft and keep them right behind the 15 and also behind the 9.
Nine of the corner. Here we go. Cutting the ball all the way down.
What in the hell is going on here? These guys are playing so aggressive.
Wait, but he cuts the ball so good though. See, look. What do we know, Joey? The thing is, he's telling us you better know how to shoot that shot. You gotta learn how to shoot that shot.
I guess.
Great shot.
Now, guys, you know, we're like in no way are we trying to insult these guys. These guys are good players. They're solid players. They can get out. They can run out. You know, and it's I tell people all the time I've never missed a ball from over here.
Never.
You know, but you know, looking at the percentages sometimes, it's easier, I think, to be conservative over here
Oh, yeah.
than it is up there. Up there, you get a feeling sometimes you're like, I'm so close to winning, you know?
Yeah. And he's made that shot now 3 times? The same cut? all the way
Yeah,
down, so
he is cutting the balls well.
He's cutting the ball as well.
It's funny because the shots that Kurtis has missed in both sets, I think,
Uh-huh.
have been kind of uncharacteristic.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like he's taking hard shots and missing them.
Well.
A few of the shots he missed were shots that you'd probably expect him to make 98% of the time.
Yeah. Like a lapse in
Yeah, and just a lapse in concentration. So guys, we're knotted up at 3-3 here. K2 Productionz.
ball down. The wrong ball though.
Whatever happens tonight, I mean, I think these guys can look back on their break and say,
What just happened?
yeah,
Did not
they
figure
could
out
have
the break.
they could have done a lot better on the break to help
Yeah.
themselves out. All right, let me analyze this table. I'm doing a poor job of the most important part of commentating 8-ball, which is looking at the balls right now and telling you what I would do. Okay.
So
Okay, here's what I would do.
I would not shoot this ball.
I would shoot the 5 into the 14.
Well, he's got
and-
ball in hand though, so
Yeah.
I would take stripes to be honest.
Yeah, I would shoot the 5 into the 14 and roll behind this 11, 12, and then shoot those, because then you're dead set. Like, look, now you got a problem.
Yeah.
But you were dead set to run out the rest of your balls and get straight on a 10 for an 8 in the corner.
Yeah.
You know, I really like the stripes there. It's funny because if you look at them, there's a couple stripes close together.
Yeah.
But that doesn't always matter.
11 in the
If you can,
12,
with ball in
11.
hand, if you can get right where you need to be on that first shot, sometimes you take the harder balls, or what appears to be the harder balls.
Yeah.
He can get out of this though. The really tough part now is going to be the 2 and 4. So you shoot the 1 with a nice stroke, high English, come back out for the 7. And once you get back out for the 7, you're kind of got some options there. He's reaching over the 4 ball a little bit here. It's going to make it a little harder.
I don't like shooting these shots, especially long distance like that. Man.
Ho 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 ho
But-
ho 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 ho.
But he's like, let me show you how to make this ball there.
Yeah,
Giving us lessons of commentary over here.
it's okay. So it's getting tougher from here. He's got to make a good shot on the 3, and then use the 7 to get down for the 2-4. And I don't know if the combination is on.
No, it's not. It's a
Yeah.
little off there, yeah.
So he's got to be real precise with this shot.
Oh, he is looking at the
He's
combo.
looking at it, but I mean, I think it's only on if you hit the 2 into the rail.
Yeah, I'd
and
rather
then
have
off.
shape on the 4, trying to like maybe hold it with spin or something
Yeah.
for the 2-ball neck.
This might be not quite. So yeah, now you got to bank the 2 into the rail a little bit and have it come out for the 4. This is a very difficult shot. Like, you look at it, if he makes it, it's going to be like, oh yeah, that's obvious. Look, he's trying to cut it. Maybe he has a little more space than we thought. He did. But you always got to look at the object, you know, that first object ball. Where's it going?
Where's that ball going?
Are we going to see a Kurtis style cut in the corner here?
Curtis cut. He showed him a
Kurtis
couple
has
shots
been cutting
already.
these balls in all night.
Yeah, he's been cutting that particular shot all night, so maybe he needs to do the same thing.
So, here's an option.
Oh, did I
It's
mess
not
up
a-
on the score? 3. No, what is it? Is it 3-3? Wait.
I'll look at the coins. I'm gonna take a break after this game. I gotta.
Okay. I'm trying to look at the coins. Let's see. There's one here. No, it's 3-3. That's right. I didn't miss that. Why does it say 4-2 on there?
I don't
Chris
know.
Arnold. I don't know. I'm looking at the coins.
So
It's
look at what
3-3.
he's looking at here. He's looking at shooting the 2. I would look at shooting the 2 into the 14, pocketing the 14 with left-hand spin on the 2, so you come back and also pocket the 9. I know it's a lot to do, but he did everything but pocket the 14.
Yeah.
It was very close. It was a great try.
Nice try, though.
I actually would have done that shot, that exact shot. And look, the shot he's going to shoot is the only shot he could shoot, right? If he makes that 14, you know.
Yep.
And where Kurtis landed on these balls, that opening shot, if he would have played the solid stripe combo and rolled the cue ball forward, he'd be on this side of the 11,
It would have
12,
been
like we
exactly
said,
right there, yeah.
and then he'd be on his way to getting out. So hindsight's 20/20, but hey. Oh, he was talking about the 4-2 combo. Yeah, that
Oh,
4-2
4-2
combo,
yeah.
he made it look easy. It did not look easy from where our vantage point was, because
No,
it
it
didn't look
was-
like he could.
It wasn't wired straight.
Get-
He had to go rail first on that one.
Yeah. What do we know, Carlos?
No idea.
We made a lot of mistakes tonight. What are we gonna do? Uh-oh. 2-ball got him.
Ay, ay, ay.
Did it get him?
I think he's okay. Just barely.
He might have to do a little samurai right-hand English.
Yeah.
Little throwy throw. Yep.
Oh, there's the screen is not showing their game. I gotta change it over.
It's a good shot.
Pretty good there.
As soon as this game's over, I'm gonna take a short little break.
Sure, that's fine. Not a problem.
Guys, if you're enjoying the commentary, let Carlos know, because it is an hour away from my house, but I'm having a great time, and I'd love for him to. Well, I'd actually love to invite myself again, because I invited myself tonight.
No, you're doing a really good job. Good job, Joey.
Thanks,
tonight.
man.
That was
You
good.
too. It's fun being here with you
Thanks.
in our little cozy corner.
Cozy corner. The boiler room over here.
Carlos has massage chairs here and everything. It's awesome. Good shot.
Nice,
I'll be right back.
All right. You'll be back. All right. Well, thank you guys for again still tuning in with us here at K2 Productionz. Scores 4-3 in a race to 10. Kurtis is leading at the moment. Now, again, if you guys can go ahead and share the stream as much as possible, let us know how we're doing also in the commentary. At the same time, we are taking donations tonight. All donations will proceed to Joey Ryan for tonight for helping us out with the commentary. So go ahead and send us some cash for them. an appreciation of this great stream that we're providing tonight, and he's giving us all that knowledge for us about his great 8-ball shooting that he does here in Phoenix, Arizona. Ball in hand for here, Nate. Now I'm looking at the pattern myself here, and I like solids a little bit. No, not too much though. That 1 ball is tied up with the 10. It's kind of tricky out here. I think I would start off with the 11. If that 12 ball goes past the 4, he's definitely in contention of running out. But shooting the 11, then checking to make sure that 12 ball goes past the 4. From there, things will open up because that 15 can go if he's where his hand is gonna be here, because he's gonna make sure that that 10 ball goes. No. Oh, he was trying to get a little bit above.
Yeah, he's in,
that ball. Yep.
he's in a lot of trouble right now.
Yep.
You know, in a time like this, you don't have a whole lot here. I might even think about cutting the 13 as much as I could cut it on the left-hand side. It's got a chance of skimming off the side of the 6 and going in the side pocket there. There's not a whole lot else.
Yep.
I mean, you could take a flyer on the 13-9, but I think, you know, for me, it's easier to aim to cut the edge of a ball than it would be to judge 2 balls for a combination.
In the middle of the table too is even tougher.
Yeah. I'm thinking I'm cutting, you know, because let's suppose you don't hit it great. Even if you don't make the 13, it could wedge over by the 3 and cause a problem for your opponent. He actually hit a really nice shot there. He just played a safe and maneuvered the cue ball around the 7 and down towards the bottom rail,
Yep.
which is leaving a long 6 ball for Kurtis. Makeable. Makeable but long, and a possibility of selling out 13 if he misses. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, he's in business here. If he makes this ball with low left, slides over, he's got the 9, the 14, the 11 in the side. Probably have to, at some point, maneuver the 12 or do something with the 12. But if he gets right on the 11 in the side, the 12 does pass the 4.
I think it does pass the 4, yeah. I was talking about it earlier.
Yeah.
I think it does. No.
Okay.
Oh, here's a good safety.
Don't panic. It's really touchy though, Carlos. Look at the position of the 14 in the cue ball. He's to be able to tap this 14, like shoot straight into it, it's almost impossible without a foul. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like it's
Yeah,
how'd you like that for all your money, you know?
No, I'd rather just kick at the ball.
I like this, yeah, he's kicking at it.
Kick safe though, just call it safe.
Yeah.
Make the 14.
The problem is this 6 ball up here, this is what's gonna hurt him. He hit a good shot.
It's not bad.
Yeah, and he did hide the 6 ball. But the question is, you know, Kurtis is gonna, the shot here I think is to thin the left side of the 4 ball and float way up to where he's pointing his finger right now.
Yep.
Because then you've basically turned the tables.
Yeah.
That's the shot. The only problem is if you hit it too thin, you could scratch. If you hit it too thick, it might hit into the 12 ball, and that would be a problem. So, yeah, so you hit it into the 12 ball, that could have scratched too. So so he's just got to roll this softly into the side of the 11, and then try to leave it on that bottom rail down there. And this is like a chess match right now. As long as he can get it on the bottom rail, he's going to leave him a long, what is that, 5-6 combo, maybe a ridiculous cut on the 2, or, you know, a weird 4-7 combo, or just another safety. But I think you just hit the left side of that 11 soft. It's touchy, you know, because anytime you hit it soft, rolling it all the way down the table, but that's the play.
That's the only shot he has too, though. You can't see any other ball.
That's too hard.
It's too hard.
Yeah. As soon as he hit it, you could tell it was too hard because it needed to be like barely hitting the 11 because you were only going to hit like a third of the ball.
Yep.
So then,
yeah, it's more of a speed. You want to make sure that the cue ball just hits the bottom rail and come out, and that's it.
yeah.
Too much there.
Cindy says you're okay, Carlos.
Yeah, I'm okay. The powerhouses, Kaylin, they like her soothing voice like yours.
Oh yeah. Okay, he's playing the 7 in the side. Now this is the shot to win the game, right? He's not fooling around. If he makes this shot, he's in great shape.
Everything's open now,
And he knew it.
Yep.
So here,
Three
my
ball's just the
problem
only
here
one.
is the 3.
Yeah.
So I'm making the 6 on this shot, and I'm trying to roll up and close to the 3. So I have as easy as possible shot on the 3 down past the 11. You got the 1 ball down here. You got a lot of good stuff.
Do you like shooting the 5 and then the combo from the 6? I mean to the.
You know what he's gonna do is also a good option. I didn't think about this, but he's gonna shoot the 2 now and shoot the 3 into the 6.
Yeah. And I was thinking that he was going to shoot the 5 in the side, come down, and then shoot the 3 into the 6.
That would have
and
been good too.
Yeah, and then do a stop shot, have the 1 ball to the cue ball to the 1, and then whatever the 3 ball ends up after that.
You know, Carlos, I'm a pool purist. So like sloppy combinations, they aren't my thing. You know, I could have made that 3 and not have. Look. Now it's super weird.
Ay, ay, ay. What happened? I don't think he can see because he's looking at the sky now. And
How great is this on a Thursday night? You know, just have 2 good players duking it out, and we're here talking about it, and people watching online, you know?
Yeah.
I love it. And, you know, being in the Phoenix area, you know, I've lived here for 3 years now, and the pool scene out here is awesome. And just being able to tune in during the pandemic with what you're doing here at K2, Junior's doing it at the Trap House, Tim's doing it at Ellis Island, some guy Duncan Weiss is doing it on a, you know, on a 9-foot table.
Yep.
You know, it's awesome that you guys have stepped up and are doing this. It's really been fun to watch. I think the rest of the country is kind of jealous.
Oh, just a bit off.
Yep. So you see this set's playing out a little differently.
Yeah, the
You
last
know,
time.
Kurtis is, you know, Kurtis played really, I thought pretty well the first set.
Yeah.
It kind of broke away. Also got some rolls where he missed balls and ended up, you know, leaving tough shape for Nate. But I tell you what, this set, you know, Nate's right in it, and getting out here 4-4, this would be pretty important. So.
Yeah. He hit it just a hit, a little bit too hard.
I think he's okay here.
He might have to go
I
rail first.
I think he's gonna rail first this.
Yeah, rail first, slow to get shape on the
Yeah,
9.
I can see that though. The 9 was a little touchy if you tried to do that. But now just make the 9 nice, you know, touch it outside, make the 9, roll up to around the side pocket, shoot your 12, you're in great shape.
Good shot.
Don't mess with the 5. There you go. Good shot.
Perfect.
Yep.
Very nice.
Okay, we're gonna be 4-4 here, folks.
4
Got
to
a
4.
good match. And Tracy, yes, BCA is call your shots. Although you don't see them calling many shots. If it's obvious, they don't call it. If they're shooting past the side pocket towards a corner, they're going to call it. Or if they're doing a combination or something like that, they will call their shot. It's in BCA, they break the balls, and if you make a ball, it's an open table, which is interesting, but I grew up playing you take what you make, and
yeah.
that creates a new
Oh, I hate that
type of game too. You hate that game?
Oh, I hate it. And I say that because in APA, that's exactly how it's played.
Yeah.
Now, I've been playing APA for 15 years,
Yeah.
and it's all, you break and you gotta take what you make, and
I kind of like it.
I'm not even kidding. Like every time I break and I make a stripe and I don't have a shot on the solid, I get upset. It's like, oh my God! It's like this would be so much easier if I was the other suit.
I kind of like it,
But
you know, because I think it creates a new challenge for you.
yeah, it does.
You know?
It does.
And you know, I'm kind of up for that challenge sometimes, because some of the craziest outs I've ever had in 8-ball were in like an APA style match where
yeah.
I had no choice,
Yeah.
you know,
And you have to.
and you just running from shot to shot and you get there, you
Yeah.
know, and it's like super cool.
Yeah, I remember there was one time that I played Will Sexton. I don't know if you know Will Sexton from here from Phoenix. We're playing APA, and after the run out was done, it's like, I would have bet $1 million that you were not gonna get out. How did you even get out? I'm like, I don't even know how I got out. I was just shooting one ball at a time and trying to get out. Oh, he was fine.
Okay, so that was interesting. So the option there, he had a shot on that ball where he tried to play it off the stripe to free up the 2-ball. He still would have had to deal with this. Oops. Still would have had to deal with this 6-5 down here, which could be made on a combination. But he didn't have a great shot on a stripe, and that's what really hurt him there. You know. I mean, look, you got 4 stripes on the table, and you don't have a good shot on it. I don't know if you were watching the Friday night fight a couple weeks ago, and I told the story that Chris Adams told. He's playing $5 a game 8-ball, and he broke in 12 balls.
He broke in 12 balls?
Yeah, and he was frozen on the back of a ball.
12 balls.
Yeah, he was with Jimmy Mendoza on the road,
Yeah.
and Jimmy's up $400 on a guy in a set, and then they're about to play a second set, or they're in the second set, and Chris is on the other table playing $5 8-ball, breaks in 12 balls, and the whole pool room got in an uproar and said, he must be the player you're trying to hustle us, get out of here, and ran him out of the pool hall.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a great story.
That's insane. I've never seen that before. I think the most balls I've ever made on the break is 5, and that's about it. That's my highest number.
He's pretty sharp on this cut here. Yeah, I was gonna say he was a little too sharp to make the 4 and play into those balls without some kind of like incredible spin or low English. So I tell you what, if you're you just got to be thankful to be back at the table here if you're Nate.
Yeah.
So I think you just got to try to bank a ball in and go with it. Good shot. See, I was gonna say I like banking that with high English, because if you bank it with high English, a little bit of inside, right, it's gonna straighten out the bank, and high will roll you over towards that side pocket. You shoot the 12 back on the other side.
Yep.
And then you can even get behind the 10, you know.
Yeah, that's a lot of things that some of the other players that I see though that come and play Fargo wise around 575, 550. They bank pretty good, but they don't bank to get shape.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that needs to be done in practice, to banking the ball at the top, banking with balls with low right, low left, top right, top left. And try to get shape on the next ball when you're banking the balls. It's very important.
You know, one thing I've noticed about banking, I want you to check it out, and you know, let me know in a couple weeks if you've noticed it too.
Sure.
it seems like when people try to hit a bank shot outside of their normal stroke, so it doesn't really matter how hard, but if that hardness or softness, I'm gonna give up on hand here, if that speed that he hit it with, or she hit it with, is outside of their normal stroke pattern, they miss the bank almost every time.
Oh, okay.
But if they hit it hard or soft, but it's within their normal stroke of how they normally would hit a long draw shot or a long follow shot, they make the bank. It's ridiculous how often that happens. It's almost like they jerk it a little, and by jerking it, it causes a different reaction off the rail and they miss a bank shot. So Kurtis is looking good here. Just wants to get out and leave himself an angle here. I actually am gonna come up and try to get on the 5 ball from that shot. Because if you come up short, you still have the 6. If you come up long, you have the 3, right? So I wouldn't have played for the 6 here. But that's just me. Kind of doesn't matter. Sometimes the outs are so easy, it doesn't matter. You can do it 5 different ways, but that's just what I'm thinking sometimes. Like, hey, if I come long, I'm still good. Okay, so he's good here. He's got like a straight draw. Yep. And those low deflection shafts, I mean, you can just draw the ball for days.
Yeah.
I had a Revo and I sold it to AJ.
Did you not like it?
You know,
or is it hard to get used to it?
Yeah, that was the thing. It's like, I don't play enough pool now to feel consistent with something new.
Yeah.
So, hey, these guys are taking a break. They're duking it out here. It's 5-4 in the second set. We weren't expecting 2 sets.
Nope.
But, you know, Nate lost the first set and he was like, tails, let's go.
I know, I was surprised.
And
I was
love
like,
it.
Tails.
Yeah.
Nobody says tails, they keep going here.
Yeah, let's go. So I don't
that's
actually
pretty
know
cool.
if he called tails or heads, but it was cool. So, you know, and Nate's come back this set. He's playing more relaxed. He's right in the set, and I think this one's going to be a nail biter.
Yep, it should be pretty good. All right, so since they're taking a little break, I'm going to go ahead and put us in a commercial break real quick. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a quick minute or so. Thank you, guys.
Do you need to sell your house fast? Well, you've come to the right place. We buy houses in any condition or location and can close quickly so you can get paid and move on. Are you behind in payments, dealing with a divorce, job transfer, a fixer-upper, or have a bad tenant? We eliminate all the hassles of the traditional sales process. By selling to us, you won't have to do any repairs or updates. List with an agent, wait month after month for it to sell, hold open houses, or pay any out-of-pocket expenses. Give us a call and get your money fast.
We're back. And
Hey, you guys.
All right, so you guys are good to go. Go ahead. Kevin West says, hi to Joey.
Hey, what's up, Kevin? Thanks for tuning in, man. We're still trying to get that one person from Delaware. I heard that you're. I thought you were Delaware, but I guess you're Eastern Shore of Maryland. So if you know anybody you can get on the stream, that'd be awesome. I think K2 is actually trying to get 50 state coverage, and when they do, I think they have a little giveaway they're going to do or something.
Yep. Yeah, our giveaway is $50 for all 50 states. So right now we're only missing one more state, and that is Delaware. So
the first state, actually.
The first state, huh?
Yeah, that's what they're known for. So we're 5-4 here. Kurtis is up, and he broke dry, which is not surprising because they're not really making many balls tonight on the break. And, you know, they are using the wood rack. They're hitting the balls well, striking them good. In some cases, parking the cue ball. Oh, wait. Kevin is in Delaware. All right.
Kevin
We're good.
Is Delaware.
Laurel, see, I knew you were from Delaware, Kevin. Somebody tried to tell me you were from Eastern Shore of Maryland.
Laurel, Delaware. So there we go. Delaware has been arrived.
Well, thanks a lot, Kevin, for tuning in.
Awesome. Thank you, Kevin. And that actually concludes our 50 states. So we are good to go. And what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and do a trivia question regarding pool.
Uh-oh.
So if you guys know pool,
ooh, is that going to get
well,
there? Is that going to get there? He did get a rail.
A chance to win $50. So in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and have actually Joey pick out a trivia question to say. So it will be up to Joey to put it out there for everybody that's watching. Now, if you're watching on my personal page or somebody else's feed, make sure to jump into the K2 page so that we can see your comments, because the comment that actually replies to the correct trivia will win $50 tonight. So
nice.
Make sure to do that. Jump into K2 Productions, and we will go ahead as this rack is over.
So while Carlos is looking up trivia, we got an interesting scenario going on here. So Kurtis, he cut a ball on the side, tried to come 2 rails and get in between the 312, but he actually hit the 3 in the face. And I would expect him to play the 3 in the corner. Actually, he's playing the 4. It looks like he's going to play a combination here. What a shot. Beautiful shot. That really surprised me, the way he's been cutting balls down the rail, that he didn't take the 3, especially with the 2 sitting there as a big pocket. But he chose a different combination and hit it great. This 2 ball now can allow him to separate the 1 and 9, which is a problem. So he's going to make the 2 probably with a little bit of outside English and come into the 9 ball here. Just like that. Nice shot. And you know, the 6 is a little bit of a problem, but he could, I don't like shooting a 3 now. I like shooting a 5 and coming into the, if he can see the 5. No, I guess he can't. So he's going to shoot the 3. And I think he's going to try to hit this with a lot of outside English, come off that bottom rail and spin over to where he can have a cut shot maybe on the 5. I don't know. It's a little tricky. So by the way, Carlos, Kevin, my buddy who joined, I mentioned this earlier, amazing player.
Is he really?
And a great guy. Yeah, he's a super intense competitor. You know, but just a class act and a great player. And you know, I called him out on Facebook and asked him to jump on tonight, so I really appreciate him jumping on. He's one of those guys that if you're out in Delaware or Maryland, you would just be shocked at like what a player he is, and you may not have heard of him. You know,
okay,
it's like I'm trying to.
Kevin, awesome, and thank you for tuning in tonight. So we have now all 50 states, again, $50. And,
so do I get to pick a trivia here?
Yeah, actually, there's a couple of questions. I kind of like this one right here, because the thing is, you have to, how we do it here is that you have to spell it correctly. And I kind of like this particular question there.
I thought I got to pick the question.
But again, you get to pick it. You can go ahead and read a couple of trivia questions and whatever you like to actually pick from this one. You can go ahead and
Let me see. We're going through all these trivia questions. We're not going to give you the website, though. Some of these are too easy. I know from our audience, they're really well versed in pool. Okay. Let's see. Keep going. That one's not bad.
this one here.
Yeah, that one's not bad.
Yeah, I did that one a
Oh,
little
you
while
already
ago.
did that one?
That was a little while ago, but it is kind of tough to spell two at the same time. But again, you gotta say it right. So that's.
I tell you what, let's go with the one you like.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if it's there. Now you can actually say it though. So.
Okay, here's
but
the
that's
question.
Not yet until the
Oh.
bracket's over.
Oh, okay.
We're giving
I almost jumped the gun there.
Yeah. So if you guys have anybody or a couple of friends that want to make a quick $50 that are pool knowledge individuals, make sure to tag them on the post and let them and give them a heads up that we will do a trivia as soon as this rack is over. Again, $50 courtesy of K2 just for tuning in. And again, we have now hit 50 states. So
All right,
again,
Carlos.
all of our viewers, we do appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight.
Check out this shot. So he actually did not play a great shot, but he got to a position where the only thing he can really do is play this 3-ball combination and make it.
12 was tuck.
You know, I once lost a pool table on a similar shot. We were playing in a 9-ball tournament, raced to 1, winner got a 9-foot pool table.
Holy
okay, and I was cruising through this tournament. I beat a pro, Mike Davis, and I get to the finals of the tournament, and I'm playing this guy. So race to 1, I play better than the guy. He tried to hit the 6 there, I think.
Yep.
And I play better than this guy. And he got such bad position on the 5-ball. The only thing he could do was shoot a 5-9 combination.
Yeah.
And he nailed it.
Oh, no.
And I lost the pool table to him. So let's check out this shot here. This is a bit of a problem. He's going to have to try to come into the 12 2 rails.
That is really tough.
Because the 8-ball's in the way here. So you got to hit this shot with a lot of right-hand spin. But not with too much low. You'll draw right into the corner. So it's a real touch shot here. Let's watch him hit it. You know, this is a pretty good shot. Oh. So close.
So close.
All right, so here I'm just shooting into the 12 ball and trying to stop the cue ball right on the back of the 6. So that way, if he does have to shoot the 1 ball, he's reaching directly over the 6 ball. It's a touchy little shot. But you basically just kind of bank the 12 out a little bit and freeze him right on that 6 if you feel comfortable cueing into the 12 like that.
Yep.
The other option is he could just thin the 12, you know, and leave it in front of the 6, but that's just torturing himself. He's actually going to make, okay, he's going to try to make his 1 ball.
Uh-oh, that's okay though, I think, maybe.
He missed it,
but
even if he made that shot though, Kurtis was going to have a nice safe to play back at him, you know, so he was just in a, I kind of like my shot there because you're just delaying the inevitable, you know.
I don't think that ball goes there.
Uh-oh. Did the broadcast stop?
No, it's still going. Somebody's
Okay.
just saying that it stopped, but I'm seeing all my screens here and everything is going.
Yeah, this is one of those games. I wonder if the 6 is frozen. It looks like it's just off the
I'm
row.
not sure if it's frozen at all. He's going to attempt one more time to make that 1 ball.
Yeah. Again, I don't really think this is going to help him too much here.
Yeah.
Not that he has a whole lot of options, but if he made the 1, I foresaw in his future just leaving the cue ball almost like right where it was, then in the 6 and coming up table and, you know, creating some separation there where you're forcing your opponent to kind of shoot at this ball.
Yeah, he's just trying to make separation between the balls here, and making
Needs
a
to be
6
careful
ball.
here. Yeah, he needed to be careful. He almost
Uh-oh.
gave up an edge.
Almost.
He definitely gave up a kick, but it's not an easy kick.
It's not
And it's
easy.
the kind of kick if you probably going to leave the guy out here if you don't make it, but
Oh, okay, so it looks like yeah, it did drop and then came back up. That's weird. All right, so again, after this rack, we're doing a trivia for 50 bucks tonight, so make sure to not go anywhere.
you know, I thought it would be a good idea to commentate tonight, but if I watched, I might have been able to win 50 bucks.
That's true.
So is it the first person to answer?
Yep, first person that answers and spells it correctly, because the trivia question does require for you guys to actually spell it correctly, so be ready on your keyboard to type it out, and the first one that answers that correctly and comes out in our feed, we will go ahead and give those $50. So again, if you guys are watching on another feed that is not K2 Productionz, make sure to jump into the K2 page so that we could see your comments. So I know that some people do make a comment that is not in our page. On my personal page, sometimes people do that and I can't see the comments, so you got to be part of K2, so that is available for us to see.
Carlos, you kind of talked about this a little while ago. You're going to make the 6 here. You're going to come out 2 rails right through the center of the table.
Yep.
So you see what he did right there?
Perfect.
That's why I mentioned before practicing landing in the center of the table and coming through the center of the table. If you're coming around 2 rails through the center of the table, it's almost impossible to scratch.
Right.
Right?
Correct.
So that's why you should work on that.
Correct.
So, makeable shot here on the 8. It's just a little uncomfortable that he's got to finesse it past the 12, but just make it dead center of the pocket. You don't have to worry about it. Wow.
Oh, you even kicked up.
Made that table, made your pockets look big there,
Oh,
but
yeah,
they're
made
certainly
that-
not. What are your dimensions?
They are 3 7/8 inch pockets.
Wow, 3 7/8,
on a
guys.
7-foot table. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do the trivia for tonight. Let me go ahead and go double check something. So can you go on your phone really quick and go into the live feed of K2 so that we have it?
Is this it?
Go back, and then go back into the feed one more time.
Okay.
Go into post. Yeah, it should be it. All right, so he is racking the ball. So here's,
Excuse me.
All right, Joey. So first person that
Okay.
answers that trivia question,
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay.
Now he is going to actually say it out loud, so for you guys to answer the question, and he will post it also on our K2 page. So before you press send, make sure to say it out loud.
Okay, guys, get ready.
Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it out what it says, and then you're good to go.
Okay, guys. I'm a small sleeve at the end of a pool cue that the tip is adhered to. What am I?
And first person to answer it correctly, it must be spelled correctly, will win 50 bucks. Now again, you make sure that you have either PayPal or Messenger Pay, because we will not send checks. We tried to do that a couple times and it didn't go our way. So let's see who can spell that correctly and get it right. It's gotta be spelled correctly, guys. Just letting you guys know.
I think that's right. Casey?
Casey Pearson. That's
Yep. Is that right?
F-E-R-R-U-L-E. I believe that is correct. F-E-R-R-U-L-E. That is correct.
Yes, Casey
So,
Pearson. We have a
Casey
wiener.
Pearson. We have a winner for tonight. All right, so Casey Pearson, I will go ahead and send you a personal message from K2 Productionz here. And I am going to look you up on Facebook like I'm stalking you. Let me take a look really quick, Casey.
So while Carlos is doing that, Kurtis is trying to negotiate a really difficult table here. You know, it's funny because we kind of asked these guys some questions beforehand, and you know, Kurtis has been playing pool for about 19 years, and it's a pretty similar story that he learned from his dad. You know, which that's what I did. My dad had me playing pool in the basement when I was 5 years old, practically shooting overhanded. And he practices about twice a week. His favorite player is Shane Van Boning, which is a lot of people's favorite player. He's using a Poison Q with a Revo shaft, but he's got a little like 2-inch, 3-inch extender in the middle there, like right by the joint. And so, yeah, he just, you know, one of the things he said is that he kind of likes being able to lose himself while playing. And, you know, to me, like, I've had some tough times in my life, and, you know, I found that when I get on the pool table and just hit balls, you know, there's something therapeutic about that, you know, where you're struggling with an issue or whatever, and you hit balls for a couple hours, and it just really helps you process things. So it sounds like, you know, sounds like Kurtis kind of feels the same way. So you know what, that's not too bad a miss right there by Nate, because this table's so ugly. So
Oh, let's see. Hold on.
Kurtis
Somebody
is-
just said that somebody got it before.
uh-oh, really?
It was Ryan. Let me take a look. Let me go back. Because I am...
Remember, it has to be spelled correctly.
has to be spelled correctly. So let me go back and double check. F-E-R-R.
Oh yeah, Ryan
No,
Grass.
he did not. He got one R on it, right?
What? Ryan?
Ryan.
It's F-E...
R-R.
Yeah, he had it.
Did he? Is it
F-E-R-R-U-L-E.
F-E-R-R-U-L-E. Yeah. F-E-R-R-U-L-E. Oh, I didn't come up through this side, but it came over here.
That's so weird.
Yeah, that was weird. So we didn't catch the first one.
So does everybody, is there a consensus that Ryan was first?
Yeah, Ryan Grass won. So I'm sorry there, Casey Pearson. I apologize. We
Buzzkill.
had to double check that. Ryan actually did win that particular one. So I do apologize. So this is Ryan one, not Casey. Okay, so that is my mistake. Sorry guys, I appreciate that.
Nate's gonna thin this ball, go down to the bottom of the rail, or actually he's gonna get right behind the 8.
Good shot.
Yeah, so don't know if Kurtis, I think Kurtis can rail first the 6 ball, which if he can, that's a shot. Let's see.
Nice
I
touch.
just got a piece. He didn't really take a lot of time on that shot, you know.
You just got up there and shot it quick.
Yeah. So this shot has major possibilities here. He can make the 12, roll forward, get just past the middle of the table, and then he's got an angle to pocket the 11, play into the 4, which would break up the 13-14. He just has to watch the speed, hit it kind of hard so the 14 doesn't get on the same rail as the 6, but didn't quite do what he wanted. So I think he's got to take the 10 now. Take the 10, just draw the ball back a few inches, I would say, kind of, maybe not even draw the ball, just stun it over to the rail and come off a little, and then he's got the cut shot on the 11 where he can get into the 4. And again, all he's got to really worry about on that is making sure the 14 doesn't rest on this side rail over here. So he needs, speed's important. So again, little stun shot, come off this rail, leave himself that nice angle. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah, that's, you know, this could work too, actually. If he can kind of cheat this to the inside of the pocket with inside English and come into the 8, he's in business. He's in business. I didn't even see that pattern. So, and I don't know that he did either, but it worked. Hey Evans, I'm not sure. I haven't done the budget yet.
What is it, that diamond tour?
No, he's asking if I'm playing. There's a guy named Damon, I think it's Lemoyne.
Oh, yeah, he's
From
coming
Colorado.
down, right?
He's a good
Yeah,
player.
he's
Yeah,
coming down.
when I lived in Colorado, he wasn't playing there. He kind of had taken some time off. But then when I left, I saw he was like doing really well in tournaments. Oh, he's got to take the 13 here. Yeah, no. He's got to take the 13. I don't know what he's doing. Well, he made the best out of it, but I don't know. He's going to make the 13 here. If he makes a 13 here, he's going to hit the 4 and slide to the left. And it's not going to work out great. I could be wrong, but I'm not liking it.
That ball needs to drop. Oh.
Okay. So now it's time to make a bank shot.
Yep, bank shot now.
Now remember what I said earlier, Carlos.
Yep.
Like, I notice people make bank shots when they hit the ball in their normal stroke, stay within themselves. Yeah, that's a problem.
Yep, that's not good.
Yeah, that was just a weird situation where that stripe was on that 4 ball, and I just had a feeling that I didn't really anticipate the 4 ball getting down there. I guess I could have, but I knew that the cue ball wouldn't react well off that shot. I think he wanted to play the 5 next and save the 4 for last, but he's got to alter his plan now because he didn't want to shoot a hard shot on the 5. And now he just makes the 5, comes 1 rail back down table. Nice little easy shot on the 8.
That's one of my favorite shots there, where he goes middle inside and comes around
Yeah.
to get better on that ball.
Good shot.
Nice out.
Kurtis is starting to pull ahead a little bit. Nate's going to take a break.
I think that's the right time to take a break real quick and get that actually out there. And we here at K2 always say that it's always a good idea to take a little break if something that you did on the rack before, just to clear your head, come back refreshed, and be ready for the next particular shot when you come to the table and not make a mistake again.
Yeah.
All right. So we haven't actually gone over the questionnaire that
Not that one.
not this one, yeah,
Yeah.
for Nathan. So Nathan is a new player that has not played at K2 before, so we'll go ahead and go over his stats really quick before we go to the next rank, since he's taking a break. So let's see here really quick. When did he start playing pool? He started playing when he was 16 years old. His dad got him into the league, and that is his mentor currently. So he plays league. He played in South Dakota, VNEA. He never practices, he says.
Some good pool players come from South Dakota.
South Dakota?
There's some guy named Shane, I think.
South Dakota kid?
Yeah. There's actually a guy named Tanner, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, Prus or something. Okay. And we were just talking about maybe me going up there and matching up with him because they have a big tournament in Wyoming, so the South Dakota people come over there.
Right.
And Nate knows him pretty well.
Oh,
so he was like,
yeah,
he was like, it should be a good match. So
that's
we'll
pretty
see.
cool. Very nice. He uses Q-Tech.
I like that he, how often do you practice and never?
Yeah, he did say
He's kinda like
never,
me.
I never practice.
Never laugh out loud, he wrote.
What frustrates you about the game is handicaps, it says.
Yeah.
All right, so there's a little bit of history on Nate here coming at K2 for the first time. So we have a questionnaire that everybody fills out once they come to our pool room here, just so that we know a little bit more about our players here.
Okay, so looking at these balls, you have to take the solids here. You do have some problems. The 4 is makeable past the 10. You just have to get to the right position. The 5, he's looking at a 1-5, but I prefer a shot where he can basically put the cue ball between them, like split the 5 and 1 and make the 5.
Allergies. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, you
it's when I sneezed.
When you sneezed, so they couldn't hear you for about 2 seconds there.
Gotcha. So Kurtis, he had a shot to come back and break out the 1-5, and you know it worked out okay because he had a bailout ball on the 6 down table, but it could have actually not worked out okay. But he got a little fortunate there. But he's in good shape here. Okay. So I think here I'm shooting the 2 and trying to get down on the 4 ball. I don't really see the benefit of taking the 1 right now. And I really don't see the benefit of sliding into the 9. Oh, that worked out. Okay. So I guess that's one of those shots he just had a feel. Hey, I can make this 1 and slide over and get perfect on the 4. I would have got that down there off the 2 ball because he had a nice angle to kind of cut the 2 on the side and get there. But he's in great shape now. 3 in the side, 2 in the side, 8 in the corner. Should be out. We got some people chiming in. Somebody in Kansas City, Indiana. That's so cool. Illinois.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see a bunch of people come and watch our stream and go into different parts of the country. And not only that, though, but at the same time, also from around the world, because I think we've reached now 8 countries.
Oh,
so
yeah?
It's pretty
That's
cool.
Awesome.
Having some of our players to come and take a look at what we have going on here at K2, based out of Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah. You know, Kurtis is playing in flip-flops.
Yeah.
And that's something I don't do. I mean, unless I'm just going to league and kind of goofing around. But if I'm playing a serious match, I'm wearing shoes.
You know who also does that? That likes to play in flip-flops? Eric Lervold.
Yeah.
But yesterday he played against. Oh my God! I just Eric Lervold played against.
That's a better break.
God, who did he play against? Oh my God, I am drawing a blank here. Let's take a look here.
I really like solids here. Obviously, stripes is an easier starter, but solids, the problem is you're 1 and 3, right? Or you're 1, but right from the 3 you can get to the 1, right? So I'm trying to play the 2 here, roll up and hit the 6, and that'll hold me for the 3, and then I have the 1 right in that pocket that I shot the 2 in, and then you're in business. He didn't want to do that.
Nope. Well, he played Jack Circa yesterday.
Oh, who won?
Jack Circa.
Okay.
Yeah, he beat him pretty bad. Yeah,
Okay.
he was playing great. Jack Circa was playing really good yesterday.
I like taking the 5 here, Carlos, cutting it in the side and coming right back towards the 6 again, trying to hit the 6.
He hit it too high.
Yeah. That was it was just funny the way you needed to beat the side pocket there.
Yep.
You needed to do a little too much, and that made that a little bit risky. So he didn't leave much though, which has kind of been a recurring theme for Nate tonight, which, you know, it's just one of those, you know, one of those matches where Nate's not playing his best, you can tell, and he's just coming to the table a lot of times with shots like this where he's got to cross bank a ball, which this could be a double kiss. Oh, we just beat the double kiss.
Good shot.
It's a good shot.
Really good.
And just like the punishment he's been receiving all night, it looks like he does not have a shot.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I have to make that great bank on that ball, avoiding double kiss and no shake.
Yeah, he's he can't make the 12 from here. He's got that cluster with the 11-14. I think he's just called a bank shot on the 12.
I think so.
I think at this point it's almost like there's some frustration there, and he's just like, you know, I'm just gonna get up and bank balls in. You know, if I'm not getting, yeah,
something, yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to see Kurtis really take his time here and think through these balls, because this is the type of table that he can make quick work of. But you do have to show a little bit of caution here. So make this 7. Is that 7? Yeah, make the 7, and just try to get straight in on a 3.
Yep.
So then you have the 1 in the opposite corner.
I'll be on the wrong side of the 3.
I don't like coming inside English here. I don't like this. Because look, you come short. Yeah, but all you had to do is come 1 rail up, and you're perfectly straight in. Yeah, so it's kind of like the keep it simple principle. He can still make it out okay. Hits us with high English and comes into the side of the 1 ball.
Or at least square on the 1 to make it come out. Yeah, I need to be hit it a little more square to make it pop out a little more.
Yeah.
But
so now he's really got to hit a good stroke here. And he left himself a pretty difficult cut shot. Cue ball's going to get loose. He's got the 10 there and the 12 to negotiate. So if he wants to do any kind of up and back, he's really flirting with that corner pocket down there. I'm not quite sure how he's going to get to where he just pointed his cue, but he might have an idea for that.
Yep.
I think if I'm him here, I might try to play back into the 10, because a lot of good things can happen there, but he's going to go low. That's a nice shot.
Oh, nice shot.
Well, that's how he's going to get to where he pointed, because he got to right where he pointed.
Yeah.
So, it's a good shot. Let's see what he does here.
Good shot.
He's made a few 8 balls that have kind of bobbled a little bit.
Just a bit.
And you know, you can tell the quality player he is. He's kind of rolling his eyes a little bit when he does that.
Yeah.
You know, me, I'm just like, hey, rack him real quick. You know,
forget about it. Let's go.
I rattled a little bit. It went in, and let's just rack him real quick. You know, but he's like,
is the ball on the table? No, go, keep going.
Yeah, you notice that with people sometimes. It's like they're used to a high level of play, so they're almost like a little perfectionists. You know, if they don't roll exactly the way they want it, or if they don't make it center of the pocket, it's like
it's the end of the world or something.
Yeah, why did I even show up today?
Yeah.
But he's doing perfectly fine. He's up 9-4.
Yep.
He's in control of this match, and you know, despite from what I think is Nate playing better this set, he still finds himself down quite a bit, and it's oh man, a cue ball was headed right towards the pocket.
Yeah.
And you know, for Nate, it's not like he's playing terrible.
No.
This is one of these 8-ball sets, both of them really, where I seem to recall him making more mistakes the first set, but the second set, you know, he's just had some really uncomfortable layouts.
Yeah.
And hasn't quite got to where he needed.
I agree.
Yeah, so Kurtis is kind of in a gear right now. He's talking confident, calling combinations, moving around the table, like stalking the table. And he fully expects to get out here.
The only one is the 5-ball. 5-ball is just kind of tricky to get there.
Yeah, so you see where the 11 is?
Yeah.
If that angle of of where the 11 is to the 4. If he can get his cue ball to there, he's in pretty good shape.
Float it to
right?
the 5, yeah.
Float it over towards that 14, and he's got the 5. So whatever he does here, he's got to think, let me get my cue ball over next to that 11 or near that 11. And now he's in a bit of a pickle. So I think on that shot I would have played to get shape on the 1.
Yeah.
And then use the 1 to get the appropriate shape on the 4.
five,
So
yeah.
I know we talked earlier about getting rid of your problems early. Sometimes that's not possible, you know, the way the balls are laying out. So I think he might try to get
in between. Did
Wow.
he get there? Oh,
That's interesting.
he got there.
He
Oh,
might
that's
have
a
to
great
throw
shot.
it a little.
Oh, he got
Nah,
up.
he didn't get there.
Yeah, I think he got there because he was already down, so it looked like he was almost there. Oh, he made it.
Wow.
Good shot.
Sometimes people just do that to torture their opponent, right? Make it look like they can't see it and then just step up and shoot it right in. Just punish him,
Just
demoralize him.
Finish it.
He's straight in the 8 and the side for the second set.
Second set.
And he got it.
Out. Good set. Good
Okay.
job. He shot really, really well.
Yeah, Kurtis turned it on second part of that second set and
Looks
played
like
really well, and we're not going to have a third set,
no third set.
unfortunately.
Looks like they are done for tonight. So again, let me turn this over to Joey so you can see more of Joey.
Hey, hey.
All right. So thank you guys for tuning in tonight. And a question for you before we are
Sure.
done. Who would you like to play here in Phoenix? I know that you played last time Chris Lulick, and you did pretty well on that particular one. Anybody in particular that you might like to play and play possibly here?
You know, I've been thinking about this. I'd like to play, I'm going to call him out right now.
Sure. That's fine.
I would like to play 8-ball
Uh-huh.
against Mitch Ellerman.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, and so I think you guys probably know me by now. I don't practice a whole lot, you know, but, you know, for me, it's not about beating players that I know I'm going to beat. It's about
Right.
challenging myself
Yeah,
against
yeah.
better players, and I don't want to play them for too much,
Right,
but
of
I do
course.
want to.
At least have a good display, good exhibition
Yeah,
matches.
and you know, I've never really seen Mitch play 8-ball. I know how I play 8-ball. And I'd like to give him a try playing 8-ball, and he's new back in town,
I
you know.
So welcome back.
And
come
as soon
play.
as I moved here, he moved away.
Yeah.
You know, so, and he's a great guy. He seems like a great guy around the table and stuff. And we've gambled a little bit before.
Yeah.
I'll play him a couple $100 set.
That's
I'd like
cool.
to play him.
All right, so
Yeah.
if you guys can tag Mitch, or if Mitch, if you're watching, go ahead and maybe we can set something guys up. Kind of like a good match of the week will be awesome for you guys to match up and just have some fun here at K2. So
Yeah, I'm a huge underdog, but you know, but I think it would be a good match, and I think, you know, it's kind of like when I played Scott.
okay, yeah.
You know, we were at like 5-5 both sets. Scott takes a smoke break, comes back, breaks and runs 4, and wins the set 9-5. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
So it would probably be something similar, but I'd love to have a shot at playing Mitch. I think he's a good competitor, and I'd really like to give him a shot. So tag him, let him know I called him out.
All right, so there you have it, Mitch Ellerman. If you can, it'll be great to have you guys come and battle out for a little while here at K2. All right, so thank you guys for watching tonight. We do appreciate. Thank you.
Thanks for
Joey,
having me.
coming
Yeah,
over.
absolutely.
That's awesome to have you and commentating with your expertise in 8-ball, which is our favorite game to watch and commentate. I'll let him do most of the talking and get some perspective on our 8-ball game. So again, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. And again, if you guys did like our commentary, and also send us some donations at K Square Productionz and help us out with our channel. So thank you guys, and have a good night. And I'll see you
Thanks,
guys
guys.
later. Thank you guys.
All right.
Bye-bye.